know if y'all hear yet, but I'm back. Watch some stuff that I want to watch. Right now I want to watch what's going on with Tamar. Because what the hell going on with Tamar?
And then I'm back with a new video. In this video, I want to do an update on Tamar Braxton and Mendeecees Harris, of all people. I'm sure by now you've all heard that last weekend, when Tamar allegedly injured herself, when she basically buzzed herself in the face and lost teeth and broke her nose, allegedly she was out partying with Mendeecees.
I mean, I heard about her. Something happened and they were saying that she woke up in blood and stuff. But she was with Mendeecees
that night. And so now rumors are swirling about, is there some type of relationship between them or what's going on? So we're going to do an update in this video, and we're going to talk about Jasmine Brown being scared to have a son, seemingly because of how her man treats her. And we're going to talk about Tiana Taylor and Aaron Pierre. But first, if you're watching this video, if you're not subscribed to this channel, go ahead and subscribe to this channel. Click the thumbs up button. Do all.
Go subscribe.
All right, you guys. So as far as Mendeecees and Tamar, multiple sources reported that Tamar Braxton was spotted getting cozy with Mendeecees at V12 Lounge in Atlanta. Now, after it was reported that they were spotted leaving together, it was published on the blogs, and Tasha K reported that sources told her that they were just working together. She posted a DM exchange where someone seems to be sending a message saying Tamar been around me.
No, I ain't see that. I ain't hear Tasha K say nothing about her being with Mendeecees. Tasha K posted that on her page.
Mendeecees because he's the leading man in her visual project. Funky Dineva has a cameo in the film. Now, this is the thing. Okay. When it comes to Mendeecees is allegedly married to Yandy. I think we all suspect that it's not legal. I don't think they've ever even said that it was legal. As far as we know, it's not a legal marriage. So technically, even if Tamar was to get with Mendeecees, like technically he's not necessarily a married man. But when it comes to sources saying that they're just working together, Yandy has been known to slide in people's DMs and become a source. And so people are wondering, is this Yandy doing PR? Is she just trying to make sure her man, her alleged husband, doesn't look crazy if he's creeping with Tamar? Like, people are wondering what's really going on. And is it true that they're just working together? Now, my thing is this. I'm just going to assume that they're just working together because from reporting on Tamar over the years, in my opinion, Tamar thrives on drama and controversy. Like, she thrives on it. And so with Mendeecees allegedly being a married man, but then also having allegations of cheating himself. He has cheating allegations. Yandy has cheating allegations. Like, there's a lot of drama that always surrounds Mendeecees. Mm-hmm. And so for Tamar to even want to do a video with him, to me, is problematic. I think it's problematic to even want to be seen with Mendeecees in that light. And for
I think so too. I don't understand what's going on here. And Yandy just letting people borrow her husband.
Tamar to even want that tells me, in my opinion, that she's addicted to drama and addicted to controversy. And you can tell that by the constant chaos in her relationships. It seems like no matter what relationship she's in, it's constantly chaos, like jumping from one messy public situation to the next. And I remember years ago when I had like a counselor, I believe she was like a psychologist or psychiatrist on my channel, and we were talking about Tamar, and we were asking, why does it seem like all of her relationships are toxic? Like, why is every relationship toxic? And she was saying basically because Tamar is allegedly the type of person that when she sees red flags, she doesn't run from red flags. Like, she doesn't run from red flags. She could see something wrong in a person, but still stick with them. Even if what's wrong with them could be like a fatal flaw, it could be something that can ruin a relationship, she'll still stick with them.
They stick with that because they be toxic.
But it seems like she thrives on public attention, whether it's positive or negative, which is sad when you compare that to her talent. Like, she is not like the type of reality star, like let's say Kim Kardashian, for example, who's not like a talented singer, talented actress, so she has to thrive on drama for attention, for her reality show, for her fame. But Tamar is not really like that. Tamar is so talented. Even Tony says she's the best singer
She
in
is
her
really
family.
talented.
Like Tamar is so
She's
talented,
definitely
and she
talented.
doesn't need drama to bring attention to her talents. But for some reason, she still thrives on drama and being in the headlines, whether it's a good headline or a bad headline. It seems that she thrives on it. And that's what I was telling y'all about this whole thing with her getting injured. I still feel like she didn't need to tell.
I mean, that's how Tamar became big Tamar. We started to watch and grow to know her as this toxic person. So that kind of is how she would still have to pull in her views, because that's how she started and that's how she got her toxic ass fans. So
the public that she was injured in the way she was injured because we can't help her. I think the best thing she could do is see a doctor. But she wasn't telling us what happened to her in a way that was warning us, warning the public, like, don't do what I did. And she wasn't telling us anything that we could actually help her with. So I really feel like it's the drama, the controversy that feeds her. And one thing
yeah, because if there's no drama, there's nothing nothing, nobody is quiet. Like, it would be quiet. She don't want quiet. She need things to be stirred up every now and then, because she's Tamar Braxton.
About people who are addicted to drama or addicted to controversy is they always paint themselves as like the victim. And that this is not just Tamar, but just people in general who are like addicted to drama. They always paint themselves as a victim and the underdog, and the things that are happening to them that they're going to overcome is proof of their resilience. Like, this happened to me due to no fault of my own, but I'm going to make it. I'm going to get through it. And that's why I feel like Tamar didn't reveal what really happened to her, like how she hurt herself, because I think it's probably some. This is my personal opinion. I think it's probably something she did. Like maybe she drank too much and passed out and hit the floor. That's my personal opinion, that she hit the floor.
Damn.
And it's my personal opinion that she is bored if she doesn't have drama going on in her life or in her relationship. And that's sad to see, and it sucks for the people around her because, like I say, it makes it look like people around her are doing something to her. And I just don't think that's fair.
I'm mad Rashida said she don't want to be around Yandy and her BBL smell.
So now that it's coming out that she was allegedly cozied up with Mendices, people are looking at Mendices sideways, and Yandy too. Like, did you do something to this girl? Like, it just causes so much drama. Let me know what y'all think about the rumors about Tamar Braxton and Mendices.
I think it's fake.
Hanging out, getting cozy at V12.
What you gonna say about this girl?
While we're here, I also want to talk about Jasmine Brown. Jasmine Brown is dating former NFL quarterback Cam Newton, who's known for both his time on the Carolina Panthers and for his outspoken views on his podcast. They've been together since around 2021, but it's been what I would call a rocky relationship. He's expressed that he's scared of marriage. He said he fears divorce more than he wants to get married. So, because of his fear of divorce, it makes him scared to get married.
And he also said some things which sound like he didn't even find the woman that he wants to marry yet. So,
but it doesn't stop him from having kids and creating what
it sure don't
would call broken homes. He already has 8 kids with multiple women, and Jasmine acts as a stepmom to those kids. And he has admitted to cheating during his relationship with Jasmine. And so they have a very complicated relationship, and their tensions as far as co-parenting, because Jasmine, at one point, she was public about feeling empathy for one of his exes. And he told her to keep that ex's name out of her mouth. So
what? What? You want them beefing? The fuck? She can't feel empathy for your ex?
Obviously, there's a lot of tension there with the other mothers and with her. And so she recently said on her social media, because she's pregnant now, she said, if God gave me a son, I'd be so nervous because I feel like I'd subconsciously raise him to be a man I can only dream of but never experience. And that's traumatic. She said, everyone keeps wishing a son on me. They keep saying there's no.
Wait, but is she with him or not? Because you just said she with him. Is she still with him or not? Because that statement sounds like she not with him and she don't like the man that she was with.
love like the love from a son. And that gives me so much anxiety because what is that? She said, all in all, I'm just praying for a healthy full term pregnancy, labor, and delivery for me and my babe. Boy or girl, I don't care. I'm just praying for healthy. It sounds like she's praying not to have a son, to be honest with you. That's what I'm hearing. But I just want to talk about her being nervous to have a son because she would raise him to be the man that she could only dream of but never experience. It gives you the feeling that she's never been on the receiving end of the love, the protection, or the support that she would want her son to give to his partner. And so for her to say this while being with Cam Newton and pregnant with his child, it just says a lot, especially.
Okay, so she is with him. Are we sure?
With him publicly cheating on her and that complicated family structure that he's created with all these broken homes. It just says a lot that she feels the need to share this on social media, that she is literally scared to have a son. And it makes you wonder, why is she even having a child with him?
Right.
If she feels like if she had a son with him, she would raise him.
Right. Why are you having another baby with a man that you don't even see yourself dreaming about being with?
And to be a better man than his father, like, why is she even having a child with him, period? Like, why is she even having a child with him in the first place? That's what it makes me wonder. But y'all leave a comment, let me know y'all thoughts on that.
It don't make sense. That's
in
my
my opinion, at some point it has to be about more than money. Like when I see a woman like Jasmine Sanders with a man like Cam Newton who publicly cheats on her.
I mean, it must be the money. Gotta be. What else would have you having another baby?
Embarrasses her and things like that. I feel like there has to be a certain point, a certain even price point where it's not worth your dignity. And I also wanted to share this really sweet video of Aaron Pierre talking about serving Tiana. I feel like it's so rare that we hear language like this from men talking about serving their women. And I feel like Tiana deserves this. As much as she's done, like you can tell, Tiana is a lover girl. Like she puts her heart into everything. And as much as she's done and been through with her ex husband, Iman Shumpert, I feel like she deserves this kind of love, a love that serves her. So I just wanted to share this with you all.
For me, in regards to this particular project, first and foremost, for me, it was always about serving Tiana and serving her, serving her vision, serving her visionary spirit, her artistry, her creativity. I'm sure everybody knows this, but I gotta say it. Tiana is really one of one.
Okay.
And, you know,
she crying.
You know me talking. You know, people call me Mr. Diplomatic sometimes because I'm always trying to find a nice way to say something, but that's not even subjective. It's just objectively she is, right? So that was my first thing, just trying to ensure I did my best to serve her. For me, in regards to this particular project, first and foremost, for me, it was always about serving Tiana and serving her, serving her vision, serving her visionary spirit, her artistry, her creativity. I'm sure everybody knows this, but I gotta say it. Tiana is really one of one.
That was beautiful. I love that for her. All right, let's see what there was something. Watch this first. Then we go watch the Cardi B stuff. I didn't even know she was back in court.
Guys, so Funky Dineva is blasting Tamar for being a liar, allegedly. So about a week ago, Tamar posted on her Instagram story saying she almost died. She said someone found her in a pool of blood with her face all messed up, lost some teeth, broke her nose, the whole nine, y'all. So she posted, I struggle to write this, but everyone keeps calling me, and honestly, I can't even really talk anymore. I'm so weak. I almost died Sunday. I was found in a pool of blood from my friend with a face injury. As the days go by, the worse it is. I fractured my nose, lost some teeth and mobility. So the way I look at life now is totally different. As my health is on the mend, my mental journey begins. Pray for me for real. I don't even know what happened to me. Now, when I first saw this, I was like, okay, sending prayers, hoping she's okay, because nobody wants to hear about someone being hurt like that. But literally the next few days, she posted videos announcing her EP.
But we already know you shouldn't even be dealing with him.
And you around here going through by that lady husband? Girl, you a better woman than I ever be.
Wait a minute, they are not together.
Okay, Vince, I need advice.
What is this? I didn't see this. I don't know.
What do I do?
I think I follow Tamar.
Love the show first.
You expect for him to get over that?
I didn't know it was gonna get real life in there, bitch.
No, it's about to get... Now, side note, if y'all noticed that Mendices
Okay, but what was that?
is in that video, and y'all remember I did a video about people alleging that Mendices and Tamar had something going on because the night that she allegedly hurt herself, he was with her. They alleged that he was at the club with her and they were getting cozy, and he went back to the house with her and her friends. So fast forward, it gets messy because Funky Dineva was with Tamar the night this whole thing happened. Now, they were celebrating his...
Oh, he was there too? If he was there, they might have been doing something more than drinking.
birthday. They went to Ruth Chris and then to V12 Lounge in Atlanta. And at first, Funky made a video just explaining what happened that night. He said they had a good time. He dropped her off at the house. He didn't go upstairs. He went home. But then people started blaming him. They were saying that maybe he did something to her.
No, I don't believe that. I don't believe that.
Right. Because how the fuck you was in the house when the incident happened with Tamar?
These people on fucking TikTok be wild.
But you claim you don't know what happened. And why you keep calling her that lady like...
And look at her face.
You and her haven't been friends for
This was a bad angle.
years. That shit's weird.
Because that had to be one hell of a fucking fall. Or not. Because who put their hands on her? And she was out with Funky Dineva.
Okay.
Funky Dineva, you need to come to the front of the congregation.
Why? Why would y'all think that he did something to her?
And let the people know what happened to our good sis.
And Funky kept asking Tamar to clear his name, but she never did. So Funky ended up taking to his YouTube a few hours ago and posted a new video titled Funky Dineva Discusses Tamar Braxton's PR Stunt, which to me is very telling, okay? Because why would you put that title? So in this 25-minute video, he talks about how he basically begged Tamar to clear his name when people started accusing him of harming her, and she refused to do it. So he said since she didn't want to clear his name, he was going to clear his name, and in the meantime, he was also going to spill the tea on her.
Now, keep in mind, at the same time she posts, I almost died and it's found in the pool of blood, she still texting me, friend, oh my God, friend, I don't even know what happened. So I wrote back, wait, I'm confused. You went to bed and you woke up and 4 of your teeth was missing. No response to that. But then later, texting about every damn thing else under the sun. So I'm then, and even now, I'm holding on to your business. I'm trying to protect you medically. I'm trying to protect you romantically. Then in...
What? So is she actually dating Mendices?
Even now, I'm holding on to your business. I'm trying to protect you medically.
What that mean?
I'm trying to protect you romantically. It could have been done. Before I even tell y'all the rest, I woke up this morning. Her publicist called me. Q,
Okay.
What can we do to put this thing to bed? Tell her to go on her stories and write, Funky Dineva did not do anything to me. I should have said something sooner. This was about 40 minutes before I even decided to do this live.
I mean, yeah, because if you see everybody is attacking him, why you ain't saying nothing? That's supposed to be your friend.
The only reason the music video came out as early as it did was to...
Sorry, y'all. I ain't paying for these commercials. You gonna skip them.
You don't have a heart to do it to you.
Now, if this really was a PR stunt, Tamar went way too far. People were genuinely worried about her. Fans were sending prayers, love, support, and turning on Funky Dineva behind this. And to fake something like that, allegedly, just to promote her album, that's not just lying, y'all.
I hope that's not what happened. Because why would you? I hope that's not what's going on.
That's manipulation, and she clearly had no issue using whoever she needed to or throwing whoever she needed to under the bus, including Funky Dineva, to get the attention she wanted for this album, allegedly. Now, after he went live on YouTube and posted that video, she did respond. She said no matter what he says, love Miss Funky Dineva anyway. Had I known what was going on while I was in the hospital trying to recover, and she did because he told her.
He said he told you
that I would have said something.
And asked you to clear his name.
Terrible that whatever I didn't say turned into this. I just want peace. But the gag is she already knew. Now, if you watch Funky Dineva's video, you will see that he told her several times about what was going on. Then she said, I've done too much healing to fight anyone. I just want to get better and continue doing what I love. Now, what gets me about this, y'all, is she's still playing the victim and still not taking accountability for what happened. But let's be real, Funky Dineva said it without saying. Tamar is allegedly lying. But let's look at the facts, y'all. First of all, she posted about almost dying, and then in the next few days, she posted a video promoting her new album. And her friend who was with her the night before is now calling it a PR stunt. She never cleared his name when people were blaming him. I mean, let's be real, the timing is just...
I mean, people do stuff with their titles all the time just to get attraction to that video and get people to actually watching and thinking that you saying something. And him and Tamar always got some type of weird ass back and forth. So these both could be PR stunt. Like, they probably both agreed not to really say that she wasn't really gonna say nothing, and then he was gonna act like he was mad at her, and then they're gonna be friends back later.
Not adding up.
We never know. This is probably all just a big PR stunt just to get whatever attraction she trying to get going with her promo. But I would hope that she not lying about waking up in blood and stuff like that. That's crazy, girl. Like, that's some serious stuff. People was really worried about you.
Giving very suspicious. Now, if Funky is telling the truth, then Tamar is really low down for this, in my opinion, because she basically threw him under the bus because she let people think that he did something to her. And on top of that, used a fake medical emergency for attention, allegedly. But I want to know, what do you guys feel about this? Do y'all feel like Funky Dineva was saying without saying that Tamar lied about being in the hospital and it was a PR stunt? Or do you feel like it's something else? Y'all let me know what y'all feel about this whole situation. That's all I have for you.
I think Tamar is starting to look more and more like Tony. Not listening to people's opinions. That's all she got. Be moving on. So I wanted opening statements first. Here. Together, not separate.
The use of AI is exploding. It's a key enabler to deploy AI.
The evidence will show that this is a case where Amani Ellis, on February 24th, 2018, at around 7 a.m., went to her job as she usually did, as a security guard. And her job was to protect the building on behalf of the landlord.
Amani was working as a security guard at a medical center when she was allegedly attacked by Cardi B.
And she went to her job on that day, and at approximately, the evidence will show that approximately 1:30 p.m., as she was doing her rounds, she was on the 5th floor, and the defendant got off the elevator. And as the defendant got off the elevator, the evidence will show that plaintiff was excited. She was actually a fan of the defendant before this incident occurred. She was a fan of the defendant. And she said, wow, Cardi B is here, or something to that effect. And then the action happened. The evidence will show that.
That's already unprofessional. You are a security guard at a medical center. She's coming into the medical center. Don't be talking about, oh wow, Cardi B, oh my god, like she probably don't even want people to know that she at the medical center. Like, this is a medical center.
Cardi B misunderstood what happened. The plaintiff was simply excited to see her and made that.
That's like her going to the airport and security acting wild. I'm pretty sure they're supposed to keep a decorum.
Excited utterance. The evidence will show that the plaintiff had an earpiece on her phone, in her ear. And when she was there in the building, Cardi B, again, mistakenly thought that Imani Ellis was telling people that Cardi B was at the building, but that is not the case. Plaintiff will testify that that is absolutely not the case. Miss Ellis at the time was in uniform. She was working for Allied Security. She had a license to be a security guard from 2014 to 2018. Miss Ellis was hired on behalf of the owner of the building, the landlord. And the landlord has a right to tell people to come in their building or to leave their building. If someone causes a disturbance, the security guard has the right to tell somebody, sorry, you gotta leave. And if you don't leave, we're gonna call the police. Yeah, that's their right to do that. The evidence will show that Cardi B was causing a disturbance. She started to yell, she started to curse, she started to really say things that don't make sense in this day and age. I think we all know that in this day and age, you don't use these type of language to people. Okay?
Says who? Says who? Cardi B wasn't at work. Your defendant or whoever was at work. She was at work. She was supposed to be keeping decorum, not Cardi.
I'm not gonna even say the word. We'll have Imani Ellis tell you what the word is. You'll all hear how hurtful that word was to Imani Ellis. After she stated those words,
what were the words?
And hurt Imani Ellis, she then took a swing at her and attempted to hit her in the face.
Oh wow.
The evidence will show
people been crashing out or cursing out ICE agents since they've been snitching people up. Snatching? Are you trying to say snatching people up? Plus they trying to make this country a dictatorship. What's up?
That after that, or sometime in between that, the evidence will show that Cardi B,
I need to put my glasses
on the plaintiff, actually spit on her. And that's considered, according to the law, the evidence will show that it's considered an assault and battery in and of itself. There's some law enforcement.
Shop all your summer favorites during Specs Meet the Heat sale.
So she hit the lady? She cursed out and hit the lady?
Actually assault someone back if they got spit on. You can't just go around spitting on people. So the evidence will show that the defendant spit on the plaintiff.
She spit on her?
And then finally, to make it all worse and make it really bad, Cardi B then, in the attack, cut Imani Ellis' left cheek. She
what she cut it with?
Cut it with her fingernail.
Oh my god.
Cardi.
So she scratched her. She cut her. So she scratched her. He said she cut her.
He is left-handed, and somehow she was able to cut the left cheek with her left hand.
She cut her. You hear the words he using?
Okay. Because of this attack, Imani Ellis went to a Dr. Scher. Dr. Scher is a cosmetic surgeon. The evidence will show that Miss Imani Ellis went to Dr. Scher to find out what can be done to help her with this cut. And Dr. Scher said you need to wait for at least a year, maybe 2 years, because we want to see if it turns into a scar. You can't just run and do plastic surgery. So it did turn into a scar. And when
how deep was this cut? What?
She weighed, and it was also very costly. She couldn't really afford the surgery. And as we all know, in April of 2020, the pandemic started. So another couple of years were lost because plastic surgery is elective surgery. So she lived with the scar for another couple of years. And in 2021, Dr. Scher died. He passed away. The evidence will show that. In 2022,
okay, and
Imani
she didn't kill the
Ellis
doctor.
Went to a different doctor, Brent Mulliken, who you will hear from. Brent Mulliken is a plastic surgeon who was designated as an expert witness in this case, who will testify in his opinion why he believes where the scar came from in his opinion, which he will testify. The evidence will show that he will testify at his expert.
His testimony don't matter because he was not the original doctor who originally saw her for the cut on her face.
Opinion of being a plastic surgeon that the scar came from.
How can he testify where it came from if he didn't see her within the first few days in a few years of it happening? It sounded like it happened years ago, and then he seen her because the shit didn't heal. It could have not healed for a lot of reasons. She could have been fucking with it the whole time, so it didn't heal.
It's fingernail.
Okay, I want to mention first that you may have seen Cardi doze off. She does not live in Los Angeles. She traveled here for this trial. She's very anxious to see this, to be here, but she got food poisoning on the way out. And so I'm sure all of you can imagine how terrible that is. Do not mistake it for a lack of interest in the case. She's come a long way, and this is a very important proceeding for her, but she is sick, and so I apologize for that. This is the last time, the last opportunity I'll have to speak to you directly and tell all the evidence is in. This is my chance to tell you what I believe the evidence will be. Now, what I say and what counsel has said today are like promises. We're predicting, we're promising you what we're going to show, and at the end of the trial, and I want you to remember the promises, because at the end of the trial, I'm going to ask you who kept their promises and who didn't. Now, obviously, both sides can't tell their side of the story at the same time. That would be chaos. So in our system, the person who filed the lawsuit gets to go first. You've heard many times today that it's very important that you keep an open mind, that you hear both sides of the story before, both sides of the evidence, both sides' documents, before you make a decision or come to any conclusions. The only way to be fair to both sides.
Oh, I ain't read this part. Cardi B says Imani Ellis told a friend on the phone that the rapper was at the doctor's office and shot a video of her. Oh my God.
That you hear all of the evidence and not just jump to conclusions. Now, This is what we expect the evidence will show. First, Cardi is a loving mother to 3 young children and a devoted daughter and sister in a tight-knit family. She came from a very humble beginning. She is a successful recording artist now, but she was born in poverty in New York City's Washington Heights. She worked very hard to get where she is. In 2015, she joined the cast of a reality show called Love and Hip Hop New York, and from there,
this stuff don't matter if she assaulted this lady, so I'm skipping it.
4 months pregnant with her first son, to Los Angeles for work, basically, related to the NBA event. And she asked a friend, or she asked someone to recommend a gynecologist. She wanted to just check.
She was going to the gynecologist? Child. Did this lady lose her job?
And so she made an appointment, or an appointment was made for her, to see a gynecologist at a medical building in Beverly Hills. They took special steps to make sure this was private. The appointment was on a Saturday afternoon. The doctor, the gynecologist, had arranged for his staff to leave early. Her normal security person did not join her, because what could happen? She was going into he stayed in the car, she was going into a doctor's office.
She was going to the gynecologist.
And what happened was plaintiff. Yeah, the evidence will show.
God damn it. We can't get nowhere without a damn ad. YouTube is trash these days. But let me just say this. Cause I don't know what happened for real. We gonna see. But bitch, if I'm a celebrity and I walk up in the gynecologist, I don't want you in my face talking about some, hey, it's Cardi B, oh my God. Like, you a whole security guard. You supposed to be professional. You work at a medical establishment. You should not even be jumping talking about some, oh, it's a celebrity here. And then she said you called your friend. Well, that's what she said. That you called your friend and tried to get a video of her. Child. And then you wonder why she went off, and y'all probably went on into it, got into it together, and she probably slapped your ass.
Saw had her phone to her ear.
We gonna see the facts,
the elevator
or whatever.
Opened, as Cardi was trying to make her way to the doctor, her doctor's office. She was a patient, and the plaintiff stated out loud, "Wow, that was Cardi B." Cardi turned around and saw the plaintiff holding up her phone, filming or photographing her. And Cardi said, "Why are you doing that? Why do you think you can photograph me?"
What Cardi over here saying?
Just steps away from my doctor's office, and the evidence will show that plaintiff's response was a belligerent "because I can." Now, you will hear evidence that plaintiff continued to follow Cardi as Cardi tried to get to her doctor's office. Evidence that plaintiff continued to yell at Cardi. That when
Cardi B says Ellis was the aggressor and the entire incident lasted 60 to 90 seconds. Did she still have it on video? Was she recording?
People from the doctor's office came out and told plaintiffs to stop, saying, "You're a security guard, what are you doing?" That plaintiff continued, and when someone intervened and got between them, plaintiff started taking swings at Cardi B. As Cardi B backed up and backed up, Cardi B was, facing someone, with all respect, who testified and admitted that she was 240, 250 pounds, wearing black military boots, hovering over Cardi, yelling and screaming at her and taking swings at her, trying to get to her beyond the person who was trying to intervene and trying to calm things down. Now,
okay, but who swung first?
I don't take any pleasure in saying this, but there will be evidence that it was plaintiff who yelled, "I will your up." That's when someone intervened and dragged plaintiff to an elevator and said, "You have to leave. You have to leave." You will hear Cardi's testimony that she both feared for her unborn baby. This was her first pregnancy.
Oh, and this was the first pregnancy.
And a very large woman was advancing towards her.
Why is this just now going to court and stuff?
And she was utterly confused that a security guard would be her attacker. Importantly, plaintiff has repeatedly changed her story over the last 7 years.
7 years. Okay, that was the opening statements. And let's go. And what took this shit so long? Let's hear. I think she go first, so let that one on. Watch this. I'm trying not to watch things multiple times. And I'm trying to get what has good sound, because I've seen some stuff that did not have great sound. And I don't want to watch a bunch of dead air and shit.
After the incident happened, were you intending to sue?
No.
Is that why you didn't take photographs? You're saying?
Assistant.
Why didn't you take photographs of the cut to your face or any injury you sustained after the assault and battery?
Objection, lacks foundation,
argument. She didn't even take no pictures. This is him questioning her. I need to hear her talking. Okay.
Ms. Ellis, you're on the stand, and you're reminded you're still under oath?
Yes, sir.
All right. You want to resume your cross-exam?
She needs to tell us from her point of view what happened.
Let's back up just a little. So, on that day in February of 2018, when you were on duty as a security guard, you were wearing black boots, right?
Yes.
And you testified earlier when your counsel was asking you questions that you had a earpiece and you were checking voicemail. Well, I'm sorry, I mistaken. That you had an earpiece in your head when you saw Cardi, right?
Yes.
And you were, but then in the incident report, we saw that you wrote that you had your phone to your ear, correct?
Okay.
Is that correct?
That's what it says on the paper, yes.
Yes.
Okay, so if you got an earpiece, then why you had the phone to your ear?
But that incident report at the very top says from Amani Ellis@gmail.com. That's your personal email account, right?
Yes.
Why is she making faces? My first question is, if you got an earpiece in your ear, why you have your phone to your ear? If you said here, I guess that you have an earpiece in your ear, but on your statement you said that you had the phone to your ear.
And is doing incident reports a normal practice in the security guard business?
When something happens, yes.
Yes.
In fact, you do daily activity reports as a security guard?
Yes.
Yes.
The reports are very important, right?
Yes.
Yes.
And in the incident report, when you were reporting back to your supervisor, you said that you were checking your voicemail, right?
That's what the email says.
The email that bears your name, right? reporting on the incident that you.
A lot of sound going in and out.
Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
So you was at work as a security guard on your phone checking your voicemail at work on shift? Standing guard?
If we could turn in the blue book to file exhibit 200. You see it?
Yes.
And that's a letter from your lawyer to me.
Okay.
Is that correct, Ann?
Okay.
Yes.
And if you go to the page that has a lot of blacked out entries, is it correct that that is a portion of your T-Mobile invoice, including for February 24, 2018?
Yes.
And you see that at 1:30, you received a call, and that lasted, what, 22 minutes?
Objection, Your Honor. The document does not say 1:30.
Okay.
Well, maybe my glasses aren't, I need to get a new prescription. Do you see the entry? It's 1:10 p.m. for 22 minutes?
Yes.
Okay, that was a phone call that you received and talked on the phone for 22 minutes?
Yes.
Why he objected so damn hard to that? Like, damn, it was a simple mistake.
And at 1:40, you made an 8-minute phone call?
Yes.
Okay. And whose phone number is that?
Come the hell on.
Which time are you referring to?
310-403-3656.
I'm sorry, can you say that again?
Yes, absolutely. I apologize. 310-403-3656.
I don't know who the number belongs to, but it's probably a family member of mine.
You don't know, but it's probably a family member? Girl, so you did call somebody to tell them that Cardi B was at the hospital, or she said she was at the hospital. The whatever they at, the gynecologist, it sounded like she went to a place with multiple different doctors and different things that doctors can probably do. So that's kind of like a hospital. So you're a security guard, you see a celebrity and you call one of your family members when she walked through the door? Is that really what happened?
Is that Nicholas Jackson's phone number?
Probably yes.
Probably.
If we could go back.
And why is you calling somebody? Why you at work?
And you testified that you said when you saw Cardi B, you said something to the effect of, wow, that was Cardi B?
Something to the effect of that.
And at that point, as a security guard, you knew it would have been improper for you as a security guard
Exactly.
to tell people that Cardi was a patient at a medical facility.
Exactly.
I didn't tell anyone that I saw her.
What?
Answer your question, no, I can repeat it if you like.
Okay.
Isn't it true that as a security guard who'd been trained, as you said, and worked for 4 years, you knew it would have been improper for you to tell people that Cardi B was a patient at a medical facility?
Objection, asked and answered.
No, she didn't answer. She did not say yes or no. That's a yes or no question. Oh yes, overrule that, judge. Go, T.
It would be improper, but I did not tell anyone I saw her.
Move to strike everything after improper.
So maybe I just want you to answer the question, okay?
Exactly.
You can answer
Answer the question. That's it.
Yes, Your Honor.
And you understood when you saw Cardi B that she thought that you were using your phone to tell people that she was at a medical facility, correct?
Yes.
And as I understand it, you deny that you used your cell phone to photograph or film Cardi B on that day. Is that correct?
That's not true. I didn't record her or film her.
The question was.
Right, you didn't hear the question. The question was, did you deny it? You just denied it again, but that's not what he asked you. He asked you, did you deny it?
Using your personal cell phone to.
This be my problem with people. You ask them a question and they don't know how to answer the question that you asked them.
Photograph or videotape Cardi B on February 24, 2018.
Yes.
It's actually big enough to do this.
And isn't it correct that you don't have that phone, right? You no longer have that phone. You disposed of it.
Disposed of the phone? Oh yeah, because it's been fucking 7 years.
And show that you don't have any photographs or videos of Cardi B. Isn't that correct?
Yes.
Start your journey to a modernized network.
And rather than simply leaving, you stepped out of the elevator and told Cardi B to repeat what she said. Say it again. Isn't that what you did?
No.
Well, what happened?
Well, if you look at the incident report.
Okay. Shit, let me see it. Put it on the screen.
You see in the second paragraph, I stepped out of the elevator and asked her to repeat what she said to me. And so she did, angrily putting her finger in my face and yelling at me. Do you see that?
I stepped out of the elevator to clarify.
So that's what he asked you. You asked her, what did she say, or to say it again. Isn't that you stepping out of the elevator to clarify? That's the same thing. She's too busy trying to be confrontational and say what she didn't do.
And you told her, say that again, right?
I don't remember saying say that again.
That's the same. If you wanted clarification on what she said, you asked her to say it again so that you can hear clearly what she said. Stop lying.
In your testimony,
lying but answering the question right at the same time.
Was that you and Cardi B yelled at each other for 30 seconds?
She yelled at me. My voice was firm because I was upset.
Are you denying that you testified at your deposition and stated to Dr. McKenzie that you were yelling and cursing at Cardi B?
I'm not denying it. I just wanted to clarify.
You and this clarify.
And as you were yelling at Cardi B and people stepped out of her doctor's office, one of them stepped in between you to separate you two. Isn't that correct?
Yes, because she was in my face.
And the people came out of the woman's care doctor's office?
Employees came out from the 5th floor. I would assume they were from women's care.
And the woman who stepped...
So you knew what floor you was on. Again, you knew what floor you was on, so you knew she was going to the OBGYN. Because you're a security guard and you know the building, and you just said the people from the 5th floor came out, so you assumed they was the woman's care, right? And you still did all of that, calling somebody like, girl, you shouldn't have had that job, it sound like.
Between you came out of that office?
What kind of security guard are you?
I believe it was her, yes.
And you testified in your deposition that Cardi B spit at you after the other people came out of the doctor's office. Isn't that correct?
She did.
Move to strike as non-responsive. And if
Why don't you clarify the question?
Why does he have to clarify the question? He asking yes or no questions. She did. All she had to do was say yes.
Testified at your deposition under oath. You said at that point that Cardi B spit at you after the other people came to intervene in the argument. Isn't that correct?
Yes.
And yet in the report, you state I advised Cardi B that she needed to get her finger out of my face because I had not did anything to her. She then responded by spit at me. That's how it's spelled. And as a result, I became angry and yelled out to her to leave me alone and go on about her business. A few moments later, I remember a few people coming out and trying to separate us. That's what you said in your email, correct? 2 days after.
Correct.
And you stated in your incident report that Cardi B's nails were 3 inches long that day.
They were.
Your Honor, if we could ask for an admonition for the witness to answer the questions I'm asking.
Right. She just she don't understand. Did he not have a conversation with her that she should keep her answers to yes and no?
And answer the question that's asked.
Yes, Your Honor.
And the question is, you claimed in the incident report that Cardi's nails were 3 inches long that day. Isn't that true?
Yes.
And you testified at your deposition that Cardi pointed her fingernail at your face, right?
Yes.
And you state in your February 26, 2018 incident report, bear with me for a second. I'm sorry, I have a marked copy of this one and I didn't bring it with me. You state in your incident report that she scratched you on your nose, right?
Objection, misstates the testimony of the witness.
Well, it's contrary to the, sorry, Your Honor. You testified in this trial, that Cardi B cut your cheek, yet you stated in your email to your supervisor on February 26, 2018, that Cardi B cut you on the nose. Isn't that true?
Objection, misstates the testimony.
Why she gotta look at it?
She put her finger in my face.
Okay, first of all, you have testified.
That wasn't the answer to the question that he asked.
Testified here today under oath that Cardi B, 7 years later, that Cardi B cut your cheek, your left cheek. Isn't that true?
Yes.
And you state in your report 2 days after the incident that she scratched your nose. Quote unquote, third paragraph. At this time, she continued to yell at me and point her 3-inch acrylic fingernails into my face, scratching my nose. See that?
Yes, but into my face.
Oh, girl. The question is not if she put her finger in your face. The question is, did you say she scratched your nose back then? And today you saying she scratched your cheek. She cut your cheek. That's what y'all saying. She cut your cheek.
You have to strike out everything after yes.
Over. Motion tonight.
Oh my God. We already not doing so well with this what is she, a plaintiff? She is the complainant. That's what she is, with this complainant.
Deposition that you had changed the story to Cardi supposedly cutting your cheek, not her nose, right?
No.
You specifically testified to that, didn't you?
I'm not sure I know what you're asking.
At your deposition.
I know what he asking.
You specifically.
She all she hears you calling her a liar. Look at her face. Look at her face. All she hears him calling her a liar. She don't hear what nothing. She don't understand nothing else.
Testified that you were not scratched on your nose that day. You were scratched on your cheek.
She touched my nose, but she scratched my cheek.
Okay, but in the incident report, you state scratching my nose, right? You have to answer audibly.
Yes, I'm sorry.
And in fact, you demonstrated at the deposition how Cardi B supposedly was nose to nose with you, but jabbed your cheek. Is that true?
Yes.
And if we could show that. This is a video of the deposition where plaintiff demonstrates how she was supposedly.
So, oh, okay. I was about to say, she got the video? He said she demonstrated. Can we see?
We may have to come back to that.
Oh, boy.
Well, we'll have to come back to that because I don't have that. I have the deposition video. Actually, well, I don't want to hold things up. We'll do that a little bit later. And you admitted at your deposition that there was no scar on your nose, right?
I'm not sure.
Well, we can play that back for you if you like. Did you testify?
Girl, was there a scar on your nose? How would you not be sure?
Your deposition that there is no scar on your nose.
I'm not sure.
We're working on that. And in your response, your verified response to the written discovery that was served on you in this case, and specifically the special interrogatory, interrogatories number 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 14, 25, 26, 27, and 28, that Cardi beat you about the head, face, and body. Is that what you did?
I don't have the number of special rod. He's talking about the set and the date.
I haven't used it yet.
What he's asking her about, I want to know what he's talking about.
Why don't you pick your contents?
I'm sorry, Ron?
Why don't you pick your contents specifics? Interrogatory.
What are they saying?
In light of counsel's objection, can we show the witness?
It might be faster if you just read the interrogatory and the response.
Bear with me for a second. And for counsel, is plaintiff's responses to defendant Cardi B's special interrogatory set number 1.
Is that the 2022?
I don't know what the hell they saying. They need microphones, like, on them. Into them.
May I answer? Some judges don't like counsel talking to each other. Okay, yes. Counsel, it is. The verification under oath is dated August 9, 2022.
Thank you.
Ugh.
And if I can direct you to interrogatory number 1 at page 4. And
What is these shoulder pads? Girl. She cute though.
sorry, it's a long one. I'm trying to.
But only the villains wear the shoulder pads, Cardi.
I mean, I don't want to hold this up, so I'm going to have to go back to it because somewhere in this long bolded thing of a page and a half, there's references to what I'm looking
Can you hurry up and find it?
Page 4, beginning line 17.
I'm sorry, what was that?
At page 4, line 17 of plaintiff's sworn response to Cardi B's special interrogatory, set number 1. The interrogatory, the response states, and among other things, in specific, on or about February 24, 2018, plaintiff was lawfully working as a security guard on or near the premises of the subject property when defendant Bacalus Marlinus Almanzar assaulted and battered plaintiff by violently, unlawfully, intentionally, suddenly, and maliciously striking her about the head, face, and body. Do you recall swearing to that under oath?
Yes.
And
It didn't sound like it happened suddenly.
to the way you demonstrated this alleged assault on your cheek at your deposition, if we could please play the video associated with 55 minutes 9 seconds to 56 minutes 6 seconds.
Is there a question and answer?
Oh, those are pages and lines. I'm sorry. Page 55, line 9 to page 56, line 6.
Any objection?
No, Your Honor.
Go ahead.
Thank you. Let us see.
When Cardi put a finger in your face, where in your face was it?
She struck me on my nose and on my cheek. She wears her nails very long, very bedazzled, very sharp. So yes.
And it made contact with your nose?
Yes, and my face.
And so 2 times she touched you?
Yes, so she was like this.
When you say like this, she put her finger?
Pointing, yes, so like this. Pointing her finger at my face, yes.
Okay.
And touched your nose?
Yes.
What part of your nose?
Whatever part of the nose that the nail landed on, yes.
I mean, is it the bottom, the middle, the top?
I'm not sure.
And which cheek did she touch?
My left cheek.
Not her doing the same thing I was doing. I was doing it too. Like, okay, like I'm trying to see how she cut you just doing this.
Yes.
Maybe scratch, yeah.
And if you need a moment, you can look at the incident report. But isn't it correct that in the incident report, you made no claim that Cardi struck you about?
Who is the cameraman? Fire the cameraman. Right, why are we still looking at the blank TV?
I put in the incident report that she had her finger in my face and she struck my face.
The cameraman is not paying that much attention.
She cut your nose, right? Isn't that what you put in the incident report? That she scratched your nose? I can read it again if you like.
I don't need you to read it. I'm not sure.
Is there any?
I mean, because neither time did you say she scratched or cut your face in that video either. You just kept saying that she touched your face. She touched your nose. She touched your left cheek.
Anywhere in this incident report that you prepared and sent to your supervisor 2 days after this alleged incident that you said that Cardi struck your body?
In the incident report, it says that she struck me, yes.
Where?
It's
in the paper.
I'm sorry?
It's in the report.
Where in the report?
I reported it that she had her finger in my face.
I understand that, but let's set aside.
That is not what he asked.
Let's set aside supposedly scratching you on your nose that time. That was what you were saying. Is there anywhere in the report that says that Cardi on that day struck your body?
I'm not sure.
Can you take a moment and look through it?
Right. How you not sure? If all this stuff happened, it's gonna be on my report. Like, but you're not sure what is on the report. How are you not sure what's on the report? Because it sounds like you keep changing your story. Like they said in the opening statement. It's not in there. Because even reading back, you would remember what you wrote. And you would actually be able to skim through it to actually get to the part where that's where you wrote it. It's not there. You could stop looking at the paper now.
As I'm reading it, I reported that she put her 3-inch fingernails into my face.
That's all. That's not what the question was.
That's what I remember.
When did you put that she touched her body?
This report that you did 2 days after the incident claims that she put her 3-inch fingernails in your face and scratched you on the nose, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so let's talk about immediately after the accident.
Well, Your Honor, I'm going to object. He says in the face, but the document says into the face. There's a difference.
Why don't you clarify the question?
Get the fuck out of here. Her lawyer reaching. He is over there reaching because this man is proving a point. Now he reaching. It says into the face. It doesn't just say in the face. It says into the face.
In the incident report, the only scratch that you report is a scratch on your nose that you supposedly suffered that day, correct?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, now she's not sure. Again.
I reported that she touched my face with her fingers, sir.
And she keeps saying it here now. Touched her face. Not dug into her face. Not scratched her face for real. She's still not saying that for real. Not cut my face. She's saying she touched her face.
The question is, in your incident report, you told your supervisor 2 days afterwards that you suffered a scratch on your nose and no other scratches were mentioned, correct?
As our state representative, Mark LaHood delivered.
Shut up. Don't know who the hell that is. Hurry up with this commercial. Don't nobody care. Did not ask you. Then they got the nerve to play a second one. That one was already long.
Okay.
Which is okay to mention, correct?
He telling her she didn't mention scratches. She talking about something okay.
You told your supervisor 2 days afterwards that you suffered a scratch on your nose and no other scratches were mentioned, correct?
Okay.
Okay.
You agree?
I don't agree with what you're saying, but I'm saying okay for
The answer to the question is yes or no.
the purposes of your question.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what that means. But
And every time she do that, I don't understand the question. He just asked you whether or not any other scratches was reported than the one to the nose to your supervisor 2 days later. How hard is that to understand?
Well, let's move on. After the incident, you don't even know if there was any blood, right?
It broke the skin.
It broke the skin.
Yeah.
But you had a scar. It just broke the skin?
Yes. Answer the question I'm asking. You testified at your deposition that you did not know if the alleged scratch, this time on your cheek, even bled. Isn't that true?
Correct.
And you didn't go to a doctor that day for this alleged assault and battery, did you?
I saw a medical doctor, but not at the day of the incident.
Okay, again, let's focus on the questions I'm asking you. You allege that you were assaulted, battered, beaten up, scratched somewhere. Sometimes on the
Somewhere.
cheek. and you went home and took a nap, right?
I was upset. Yes. Yes.
Maybe you called your mother, right? That's what you testified to, right?
Yes.
You didn't call your grandmother, though, did you?
No.
Why does that matter? She called her mother, but she didn't call her grandmother. Okay.
You never even put a Band-Aid on this alleged scratch, wherever it was, did you?
Objection calls for speculation.
No.
The judge said overruled.
When your counsel was asking you questions today, he said that he basically elicited testimony from you that since you didn't think you were going to sue, you didn't take any pictures of your alleged injury in February 2018. Isn't that what you testified to?
Yes.
At your deposition, though, you testified you took pictures that day, and you can't find them. They disappeared somehow. You remember that?
I'm not.
Wow. Play that. Play that.
Not sure.
Okay, so I would like to
play that.
Have our technician. Well, first of all, let's start at page 69, lines 18 to 20.
Any objection?
Yes, I would ask that he read both before and after, not just the specific lines of the
Which pages and lines do you want to read?
Where is the evidence?
So I have, Your Honor, he's produced deposition transcripts to the court. He hasn't given me a copy of that.
I don't know that he has to give you a copy of the client's deposition.
What's going on? Oh, okay, they're gonna play it. They're gonna play some. Hurry up.
I don't see any objections, so go ahead.
Did you take any pictures of your face at the time?
I did take pictures.
Okay.
Straight said she did take pictures. She just said she did not take any pictures.
Several other examples where you testified that you took pictures, but somehow you just don't know where they are. You took pictures of the cut, that you supposedly suffered after this, or during this alleged assault, and you took pictures.
And I said that in the beginning. I'm like, well, first of all, she said she's seen 2 different doctors. One doctor died, like, and then the other doctor took a look at it years later too. Like, I said, like, what if she just did whatever to her face just to get something for the doctors to say something happened to her face? She could have been manipulating whatever she had on her face. Who was to say that was from Cardi B scratching or cutting her in the face? That's what they're saying, that she cut her in the face. They're not even saying she scratched her. They're saying she cut her. The wording, the phrasing. And you see her little lawyer, whoever that is, he liked to point out and pinpoint little phrases and little words, like she didn't say that she was putting her finger in her face. She said that she put her finger into her face. He liked to play with words.
Way back in 2018, but somehow can't find them. Is that what you testified to?
Yes.
And you testified when counsel was asking you questions that you decided you didn't want to be a security guard anymore. Isn't that true?
Yes.
In fact, you were fired. Isn't that true?
Objection, Your Honor. We discussed this.
Isn't that the truth? You were actually fired by Allied for acting unprofessionally as a security guard. Isn't that true?
Same objection.
Answer the question, because I asked the same question.
Yes.
Yes. Because that was unprofessional. All from the beginning, it was unprofessional. You on the phone, you was telling your supervisor you was checking fucking voicemails. You lying. You was calling your cousin, whoever that is. Like, you got your phone out and recording Cardi and telling people, oh my God, it's Cardi B walking through she's going to the gynecologist. Yeah, she should have got fired. Talking about she just didn't want to be a security guard. Bitch, you got fired. As you should.
And in the incident report, you apologize to your employer, Allied, for acting unprofessionally and exposing them to potential liability. Is that true?
You don't remember that either? This is not a good look to the jury or the judge. That's why that judge keep overruling.
Was there an answer?
I'm sorry?
Was there an answer?
No, I guess we need a report, but if it helps, maybe I can direct you to the second page.
Yes.
And after you were terminated as a security guard, you got a new job that paid more money than the security guard job paid, correct?
Yes.
And you said that you consulted with
Yeah, but she couldn't go back to being a security guard.
Dr. McKenzie, excuse me. That was because you filed a workers' comp claim, right?
Yes.
And so you filed a workers' comp claim against Allied, and that's why you met with Dr. McKenzie, correct?
Yes.
Wait, but why did she file a workers' complaint or claim? A workers' comp claim. Why did she do that, and what was on the claim?
And you met with her in April of 2018?
Yes.
And you testified at your deposition that you told Dr. McKenzie the truth about what happened on February 24, 2018, right?
Yes.
So you got fired, you apologized to the job, and then you went and spoke to probably somebody that had some kind of legal background that told you that you can file a workers' comp claim because you can say that Cardi B assaulted you. That's what it sounds like.
Imagine being
What
able
was on
to
the
build an
claim?
app with
Talking about you told the truth about what happened.
Okay. In this action, you served, well, you were a patient of Kaiser Permanente, correct?
Yes.
And in this action, we obtained a copy of your medical records from, let's see.
Why he say it like that?
2023.
Okay.
Bear with me for a second, please. Actually, it goes back, I think, further, but.
It
did you see
should.
those records?
I'm not sure.
Because y'all need details before then.
Isn't it, well, I hate to ask this question, but they did diagnose you as having severe obesity, correct?
Yes.
And they did conclude that you had full capacity and no history of patient status change. Isn't that correct?
Yes.
The only pains that you complained of, January 25, 2021, December 27, 2021, were belly pain and low back pain, right?
Objection calls for expert opinion.
Yeah, because what do you mean calls for an expert? What do you need a call for an expert for? He's reading what she complained about on her medical records. What do you need an expert for? He's asking her simple questions. This is what it says you complained about. Is this true? This is the only
Yes.
pain you complained about. Hey, what's up, Fifth Dimensional? What's up?
And you heard
We
your
are
finger point, right?
watching the Cardi B trial right now.
I'm not sure.
Well, I can show it to you, but let's just move on. You had various things, tailbone pain, right hamstring pain, but you had no report, no reference in 161 pages of medical records to a scratch on your face. Isn't that correct?
Yes.
And there's no reference in 161 pages of medical records to anxiety, post-traumatic stress syndrome, blows to your head or face, correct?
Yes.
That only came up when you filed this lawsuit, right?
Ooh. Why you gotta think about it? Yes or no?
I'm not sure I know what you're asking.
You know what he asking. Did it come up just now when you want to sue for some money? Or did you have problems with it before? You did not complain about it before.
You were in a car accident in 2021, isn't that true?
Let's get right over it.
Yes.
Oh, and she was in a whole
You were in a car
accident.
accident again in November of 2023 on Pico Boulevard, right?
I'm not sure if it was on Pico, but it was in that area, yes.
Right. You sued over that, right?
Yes.
Okay. Your Honor, if I may, if I could just consult with my colleague, I think I may be close to done.
So he's saying that the back pain and stuff that she complaining about, trying to make it seem like this is from her getting beat up by Cardi B, could have came from the accident that she had. Didn't you have a whole car accident? Is what he's saying. Hurry up. They be killing me. That's what I was talking about. I don't want to hear no dead noise.
Dr. McKenzie, the truth about what happened, right? Team effort. If you can bear with me. We talked about how you told Dr. McKenzie the truth about what happened, right?
Yes.
And you told her that Cardi B almost scratched you. Isn't that true?
I'm not sure saying almost.
You know the person at Women's Healthcare who intervened when you were basically assaulting Cardi B, don't you?
No.
Well, isn't it true that 3 weeks after that event, you called up Tiara Malcolm, the receptionist, who put her body in between yours and Cardi B's and took your blows? You called her up to try and get her to help you in this case. Isn't that true?
I'm not sure.
Oh, so Cardi really wasn't even able to hit the girl like she wanted to because she was hitting somebody that jumped in between them. And this girl is not sure of nothing.
Let me just check one thing. Sorry, I want to be sure.
And that's crazy because that means your little so-called friend talked to them and told them that you called her.
I'm just double checking. I also want to just reiterate that in your deposition, you testified under oath that Cardi spit on you after Ms. Malcolm and others came out of the doctor's office to try and stop you from going after Cardi B. Isn't that correct?
Yes.
And in your incident report, you reported to your boss, your supervisor, that Cardi supposedly spit at you before people came out because of all the yelling. Isn't that correct?
Yes.
Your Honor, I think that's all the questions I have for this witness.
So, which one was true? Did she spit at you 2 times?
Yes, Your Honor. I would like to read from the deposition transcript, page 61, lines 23, page 62.
Let me turn this over to you.
Page 62, line 14.
I'm sorry, counsel, I was trying to get out so you can take it. What pages?
Page 61 to 62. You want the line?
Yes.
Line 23 on page 61 through lines 14 on page 62.
Come
When
on.
coughs linger,
Goddamn commercials.
use
Dead
Lysol
air
air
and commercial.
No objection, Your Honor.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor. So, question, did you fill out any written paperwork about the incident? Answer, there was an incident report made for that day, yes. Question, when you say there was an incident report, is that something you completed? Answer, yes. Question, when did you prepare the incident report? Answer, I'm not sure. Part of what Jasmine wanted me to do was write an incident report. I'm not sure how long after it was done. Question, okay, when you say an incident report, is that something where you send an email or is it a pre-printed form that you complete? Answer, normally it's a pre-printed form. We didn't
Supposed to be a
have those
pre-printed
forms at
form.
the location that I was at, so she did ask me to type it up.
Why didn't y'all have forms? First of all, you already supposed to have all those forms and stuff together when you start your shift so that you can have something to write the incident report on.
Do you remember at your deposition, a different attorney asked you questions about this incident?
Yes.
And you did tell that attorney that you made an incident report, correct?
Yes.
And that's the 2-page email that counsel asked you about?
Yes.
And wow, it was a fucking email? Mm-mm.
And
incident reports is supposed to happen right either during the incident or right after the incident. So that it's fresh, everything is correct, you know everything that happened, you got all the witnesses or whatever, they can tell you what happened. That's not supposed to be emailed later.
in your incident report, on paragraph 3, it states that at this time she continued to yell at me and point her 3-inch acrylic fingernails into my face, scratching my nose. I advised Cardi B that she needed to get her finger out of my face because I had not did anything to her.
Also, they need to make a point of, because she keep making this 3-inch everywhere in her reports is 3-inch nail, 3-inch this. Did you measure her? Did she let you measure her nails before she scratched you in the face? How you know her nails was 3 inches?
So, When you wrote this incident report, you estimated that the fingernails were 3 inches long?
Yes.
And when you said that the fingernails
How do you estimate that?
went into your face, what did you mean by that?
I meant when she was going like this, her nail touched my cheek, touched my nose.
Did it actually?
Keywords. He just brought that since her lawyer tried to play that word up last. He just brought that back. He said, "What did you mean when you said that her fingernails went into your face?" And she said it again. Touch. Touch. Not dug into her face though. Not cut her face. Not scratched her face. She still ain't say that.
Actually cut your cheek?
Yes.
Did it cut your nose?
No.
This is her. This must be her person talking. And if it cut her cheek, why didn't she say that in the first place? Why did you have to just ask her, did it cut your cheek? For her to say yes. Did it cut your nose? She's talking about no. But before, in the deposition, she said that it scratched her nose.
And counsel asked you about.
And not her cheek.
The T-Mobile bill. You testified that this incident occurred at 1:30 p.m., correct?
Approximately, yes.
And the T-Mobile bill shows phone calls at 1:10 p.m. and 1:40 p.m., correct?
Yes.
You were not making any phone calls at the time of the incident, correct?
Objection.
She was already on the phone. We established she was already on the phone.
I can withdraw the question. Did you make any?
If she received a phone call at 1:10, she probably was still on the phone when Cardi walked in the door. We don't know when that call disconnected. Y'all didn't make no note of that. I did think I heard them say something about like 22 or something minutes call. So, and then that thing happened between her and Cardi, and then she made another call at 1:40. That only give like 10-15 minutes in between that.
Any telephone calls at the time of the incident on February 24th, 2018?
No.
Did you make a phone call 10 minutes after the incident on February 24th, 2018?
Yes.
The phone number.
Yeah, that's what I just said, 10 minutes.
219-2078. Whose phone number is that?
I believe it was my mom.
Okay. Because he did say she called her mother. Not you winking at him. Hold on, run that back. You ain't doing a good job, boo. You did a whole terrible job. He trying to clean up your mess. That wink, you seen that?
Did you tell anyone that Cardi B was at this medical facility just before the incident occurred on February 24th, 2018?
No.
If you did do that, does that give Cardi B the right to assault and battery? Objection, Your Honor.
Assisting.
Yeah, because what the fuck kind of question is that?
Your Honor, if the court may take judicial
See how she understand all his questions, though.
notice of the complaint in this case?
I'm not sure for what purpose.
Because the discovery response that was read is verbatim as to what the complaint says.
No.
He said no.
When written discovery was prepared with you, Was it done by your attorney's office?
Yes.
Do you know what written discovery is?
Yes.
What does the word form interrogatory mean? Do you know?
No.
Do you know what the word special interrogatory means?
No.
Do you know request for admission?
No.
Do you know demand for production of documents?
No.
These are discovery questions that
I mean, demand for production of document is not that hard to
are prepared with your
understand.
attorney.
Yes.
When I asked you earlier if any pictures were taken, you were truthful in your answers, correct?
Yes.
And when you answered me about whether pictures were taken, did you understand my question to be on the date of the incident?
Objection. It's argumentative. I'm sorry for last question.
How would she have understood it to be on the day of the event? That's not what you asked her. You asked her, did she take pictures? She could have took pictures in any day and just told you, yeah, I took some pictures. That don't mean that she thought you was talking about that day. And she still, why are you bringing that up? Because she still lied about that. He asked her, did she take pictures? And she said no. And then he asked her again, did you tell them before that you did take pictures and you just lost them? And she said she don't remember that. And he played her saying it. She lied.
It's argumentative.
It lacks foundation as well. It's the same.
Did you take pictures of your scar or your car?
Now you about to ask that same damn question.
On the date of the incident of February 24, 2018?
Be careful how you answer this question, girl. Because he literally asked you before and you said no.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
You at some
She gonna say
point
she not
later on
sure.
Take photographs?
Yes.
Also, if y'all over there on YouTube, like and subscribe. Thank you.
When you treated with Dr. McKinsey for your claim, whether it was for a work comp claim or not, were you in need of psychological care?
Yes.
And her treatment was helpful to you?
Yes.
You're busy. You have responsibilities.
Yeah, we are. Get out of here with these ads. That was the end of that? I guess. Okay, now let's see. That girl was just, she's just sitting here, it sounds like she lying. What's the next part to that? What would that be? I don't know. We don't even need to hear her side no more. Let's go to what they asking Cardi's. But I don't see a whole hour video like that.
Thank you.
This ain't it.
Seen different.
I don't want to skip. This. Oh, the victim psychologist.
Good afternoon, Dr. McKinsey. Thank you for coming here today. Are you under subpoena to be here today?
Yes.
And
ooh, this sound is
you were
atrocious.
served a subpoena from both sides?
Yes.
Do you remember seeing the person on my right, Imani Ellis, in your office, medical office?
Yes.
Do you remember why she came in?
All right, this is the victim's alleged psychologist.
Workers' comp injury.
And if you just tell us a little bit about your education and background, please.
What exactly is it you would like to know?
Yes. You're a psychologist, correct?
Yes.
You deal with emotional
You want to know if
injuries?
she know what she's doing.
Yes.
What else do you deal with as a psychologist?
Primarily emotional injuries.
Do you ever deal with physical injuries?
No.
If a patient were to tell you about their physical injuries, is that something that you would want to know for the reason of coming up with a diagnosis, or is that just something general that you may or may not want to know?
Objection. Calm down.
I'm free to answer?
No, he
So
got
when
to
the judge will
separate
say
the question.
sustained, then we will not answer.
Okay.
Sorry.
It was two questions at once.
All right. Approximately how long after, do you remember the date of when you saw Miss Ellis?
Not the exact date. I believe it was 2018 just because of the year listed either on the subpoena. But it's been a while.
Okay, there's a notebook in front of you, the one on your right. If you could open it to Exhibit 4, I will just show you your own medical records to ask you if they are your medical records.
You said 4?
I'm sorry, number 2, I apologize.
Yes.
And if you look at the bottom right corner, in our exhibit book 2-001 through 2-023, all those pages, if you have a moment just to quickly look through and just confirm that those are in fact your medical records, correct? And you can take your time if you need to.
Objection. I think it says to her medical records.
Yes.
He's just asking her to look at this right now.
They killing me with this noise.
Yes.
At the time of the incident, did Miss Ellis advise you she was making $13.50 an hour?
Yes, according to the report.
Okay, is that something relevant? Why would you put that in the report? Does it have to do with the
terrible.
lost wages, or why would that be in the report?
Objection. Calm down.
Was $13 an hour as a security guard, and you was at a medical facility. They was only paying you $13 an hour.
Like I said, it's been a while, and so from what I can remember, that information is usually included in all reports for clients who come in for workers' comp injuries.
And at that time, in 2018, you worked for Management Inc.?
Yes.
And what is Management Inc.?
It is a psychological corporation that typically provides psychological treatment and evaluations for people who sustain industrial injuries.
Right. Have you always maintained a license of PsyD, or was it PhD at one point? Did it change, or it's always been the PsyD?
It has always been PsyD.
So you never went into like family, LA MFT, or you don't have any of the other licenses? You went straight for this?
Yes.
Okay. And how long does it take to get this stuff licensed after undergraduate degree?
After undergraduate degree?
Yes.
Roughly 6 years.
So in order to become a psychologist after high school, you spent approximately 10 years, is that fair?
Yes.
And what is the distinction between a PsyD and a PhD? Is there a difference?
The main difference that I can report is PsyDs are more clinically focused on psychological treatment, versus PhDs can also provide clinical treatment, but they can also focus more on research.
Okay. And before today, it's probably been several years before you looked at your medical file, correct?
Yes.
And that's because you no longer work at Managed Med, Inc. You opened your own practice or work for a different practice, correct?
I work for a different employer.
And when you worked for Managed Med, you were an employee for them?
Yes.
Now, if you look at the first page of your report, date of injury, it says 2/24/18. Do you know if that's accurate?
Objection, Flax Foundation, culture sector. 16 years. That's also fake.
I'll represent to you that the date of incident is February 24, 2018. That's the date of the injury. And that's the date it says in your report, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and then it says the date of your examination, April 26, 2018. Do you know if that date is accurate?
I believe so.
Okay. All right. And then if you go to Exhibit 2-5, the 5th page, there's another report which has a different exam date. Do you see that?
Yes.
And that was August 10th of 2018, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Without going into the expert reasons or the psychological reasons or anything like that, I just want to understand. You asked the patient to come back a second time, correct?
They were asked to come back several times after the first visit.
Okay. And if there was nothing wrong with them, would they come back for a second visit? If you know, do you know?
Flax Foundation, culture speculation.
What's his name?
When you see a patient, not this patient, one time for the first time, and there's nothing wrong with them, would you see them a second time, or you usually say, I'm sorry, there's nothing wrong with you, goodbye?
Objection, compound, Flax Foundation, culture speculation.
You can answer.
I would see them a second time.
And if you go
Okay,
back
so
to
I think she's
the
saying
page-
she would
page-
only see them twice. She wouldn't see them multiple times if she didn't see that they needed her assistance.
1, which is 2-001. In the first paragraph, you go through a job description of what the patient came to see you for. You basically have a job description of what your patient was doing at the time of the incident, correct?
Objection made.
Yes.
Okay. And what was her job title from what you see? What would it be?
Security guard.
And you did a comprehensive psychological evaluation of Imani Ellis, correct?
Objection.
Bro.
Wasn't designated.
Yes.
He just objecting to any and everything. Shut up, whispering. You were so strong to say it before when your client was up there.
How long did you spend with her on that day, if you know?
For the preliminary evaluation or the psychological evaluation?
The whole thing combined on February 26th of 2018. And you may not have an exact time frame, but I want to know that based on your experience for this type of care, how many minutes did you spend with Imani Ellis on that date?
I cannot recall.
Was it more than an hour?
It may have been.
In general, when you see the patients to go over their emotional injuries, how long do you usually spend with them? Is it usually an hour, 30 minutes? I mean, there is a minimum, right?
Right. On the initial visit, typically an hour to an hour and a half.
And then on page 2-002 on that exhibit, towards the bottom, you, in quotes, have some profanities that are in your report. Is there a reason why you would write profanities in your report?
Why she wrote profanities?
Just to capture the client's report in their own words.
Oh.
And the patient told you that the celebrity made the profanities?
According to the report, yes.
Okay. And the profanities were F you fat ass, sorry to say it, bitch. That's why you do security. That's why I'm going to get you fired. That's why I'm rich and you're poor. That's what you wrote there, correct? In quotes.
Yes.
These were the words that she was saying affected her so much.
Do you have a dictation machine where you record them saying these words?
I write it down, and there are times when I did use a dictation machine.
When the patient was telling you this information, did you use that information in your diagnosis and treatment of the patient?
This statement?
Yes.
I can't say that I did.
Why is it important to write down these profanities in your report for a psychologist? Why did you feel it was important to put that in your report? Why?
With regards to workers' comp injuries, we try to document clients' statements using their own words.
Right. Are you aware that in workers' compensation, the applicant is held to the laws of perjury and must be honest and truthful in their reports of injuries? Is that your understanding as a doctor?
Yes.
And at the end of a lot of these reports, you yourself will declare under penalty of perjury that everything is accurate. Isn't that true?
Yes.
Okay. And in fact, if we go to 2-004 at the end of your report, you do in fact write that, and you sign that. Is that your signature there?
Yes.
Okay. And it says, I further declare under penalty of perjury that I have not violated the provisions of California Labor Code Section 139.3, 139.31, operative January 1st of 94, with regard to this evaluation of this patient and the preparation of this report. Why is this paragraph always written in these reports? Do you know?
Just to make a statement that the information we gather is true to our knowledge.
Do you ever, or have you ever treated a patient on a lien basis?
I want to say yes. The majority of clients that come in for workers' comp injuries, I believe they're treated on a lien basis.
Okay. So what that means is you see the patients, you submit a bill, and then you wait to get paid at a later time. Correct?
The corporation would submit a bill and wait to get paid at a later time.
And sometimes they're denied, correct?
Correct.
Do you know if yours was granted or denied?
I cannot recall.
Now, I really want to understand one thing. As a psychologist, if I came to you and I said, I broke my middle finger I injured my left shoulder. I broke my knee. I broke my back. I fell on the ground and I hit my head, and I got a big bruise on my head, and I have psychological issues. Would you really be focusing on the physical, or would you be more focused on the psychological?
I would focus on the psychological injuries that were a result of the physical injuries.
Okay. So it would be nice to know those details, but you probably wouldn't write verbatim, word for word, the physical injuries, correct?
My focus would be the psychological injuries.
So if there were physical injuries here, for example, if there was a scar or a scratch or something physical and it's not perfectly mentioned here, does that mean it didn't occur?
I don't know how to answer that question. Usually, from what I can recall, if it's documented in one of the intake forms, I will address it or mention it, but I can't recall whether it was or was not.
Are you aware that in this case, the defense has designated a Dr. James Rosenberg as a psychiatrist in this case? Are you aware of that?
No.
Okay. Are you aware that Dr. Rosenberg will not be testifying about any physical injury?
Objection, Your Honor.
If the patient that you see does tell you about their physical injuries, and you do want to know about it and put it in your report, or would you then come up with a diagnosis as to the physical injury or not?
No.
You don't treat any physical injuries, correct?
No.
If Imani Ellis came to you that day on February 24th, 2018 with a cut in her face, would you do anything to treat the cut?
No.
No.
What would you tell her? You tell her to leave and go to the hospital or go to a medical doctor, correct?
If a patient comes and they have a physical injury, typically they are referred to a physical doctor to address those injuries.
Okay.
Aside from the cut to Miss Imani Ellis's face, did Miss Imani Ellis complain about any other physical injury to you?
Objection. Argumentative.
His next question should have been, was she referred to a medical doctor for any injuries to her face?
Contrary to the evidence.
I can only report on the physical symptoms that were included in the report, and that states headaches and trouble sleeping.
But how about physical injury to the body, like her face, her neck, her back? Was there anything physical that was really documented by you as a psychologist?
I would have to read through the report, but I cannot recall.
So she don't recall her even having a cut on her face when she came in for the workers' comp stuff.
And what is MMPI? What does that mean?
That's a psychological test.
And you did that test for this patient?
She completed the test, and it was interpreted.
And what does it entail to do the MMPI test? What does the patient have to do?
It is a questionnaire. I cannot recall if it's 500 and something odd questions, true and false, that ask about various symptoms.
And you did the test, you had her do the test in your office?
I believe she completed the test, and it was scored by my office and interpreted.
Okay. And you were paid for that test? You billed for that test, correct?
I believe so.
And after that test, on Exhibit 2-017. If you can look at that page, date of exam, November 26, 2018. Do you see that?
Yes.
So after you did the test, you then decided to do a psychological reevaluation, correct?
Yes.
And on page 2 of that report, which is Exhibit 2-018, you have some diagnoses that you've written in your report.
Yes.
And you again declare under penalty of perjury that all of this is accurate, and that's your signature on Exhibit 2-19?
Yes.
And if you look at Exhibit 2-20, your office billed $600 for treatment on that date, April 26, 2018, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know if you were paid for that or not?
I do not.
And then if you look at the following page, Exhibit 2-21, there's some additional dates which I want to go over with you. August 10th of 2018, you billed $300 for treatment, is that correct?
You said August 10th?
August 10th of 2018.
2018, there's several.
Yeah, the first two. 150 and 150, correct?
Yes.
So that's the second time she came to you, correct?
I believe so.
As far as the records say. Yes?
Yes.
And then on May 18th of 2018, again, $150 for individual psychotherapy, correct?
There's actually relevance to all of this, given that.
Okay.
Yes.
In looking at your bill, which would be Exhibit 2-20, 2-21, and 2-22. I count approximately 7 different dates of service that you treated this patient. Is that accurate? Did you see her 7 times?
Yes, relevance, yeah. Foundation, but also relevance.
And overall.
Is that true?
I can't say whether I saw her 7 different times.
Okay.
Typically, when clients were seen at the corporation, I would see them initially. They would then be referred to a psychological assistant for treatment. And then I would see them several times after, just to sort of check in and do the evaluations on their progress.
Okay, I understand. How about this then? Ms. Imani Ellis, according to this bill, came to Managed Med Inc. on 7 different occasions, 7 different dates between April 26, 2018 and January 15th of 2019. Just the number of visits. Do you agree with that, doctor?
According to this bill, yes.
And if my math serves me correct, the combined billing that your office billed Ms. Ellis or Ms. Ellis's work comp was $5,087. Is that correct?
Damn.
If you were to add $600, $3,787. Actually, it's there for you on the last page. 2-23, total lien. You see the total lien?
Yes, $5,087.
All right. And so then, in fact, you did treat her on a lien basis, correct?
Correct.
And then you do that
That's
all
what
the
she
time
said.
when you work for Managed Med.
Yes.
It's a routine procedure.
Yes.
Nothing improper to do that, right?
Protection.
Okay. you familiar with CPT codes?
Billing codes?
Yes.
Not that familiar.
But you have to know them for your practice?
I don't, because I don't bill.
Is it reasonable for a psychologist to charge $600 for 2 hours of psychological treatment?
Objection.
It depends.
It's the objection sustained.
You don't have to answer when he says sustained. She keep answering the question still.
And the MMPI exam that Ms. Ellis did, do you know approximately how many hours it took her to complete the 500 questions?
I don't know how long it took her. Typically, it will take the clients several hours to complete them, depending on their reading level.
Okay. You think it would be less than or more than 4 hours?
It might be less than 4 hours.
Okay, and then if I can go to Exhibit 2-13. In the discussion, it says that she was referred for psychological evaluation. Who referred her to you, do you know? Sorry, 2-013 in the right-hand corner. And it's right under discussion in the second paragraph. Oh, sorry, first paragraph, in the middle of the page. Do you see that there?
213, the middle of the page?
Yeah, Miss Imani Ellis was referred for psychological evaluation. Does that mean she's referred to you, or you're referring her to somebody else?
She was referred to the clinic.
Do you know how she was referred to the clinic?
Most clients are referred through their attorney.
Okay, and that's the workers' compensation attorney?
Yes.
Do you know who that attorney would be? It's not me.
According to the report, it's the employee legal advocates.
And then in the next paragraph, it talks about the fact that she was conducting regular patrols at the building, correct?
Correct.
Okay. And that she came into contact with a female music celebrity. Are you familiar? I wasn't asking a question yet. The question is this: are you familiar with the actress or celebrity, musician, rapper, Cardi B?
Yes.
Yes.
You know her?
Yes.
How do you know her?
Through television.
Do you respect her work?
Objection. Sustained.
Oh my gosh.
Are you a fan of Cardi B?
Objection. Sustained.
Do you have any bias to testify in favor of the plaintiff or the defendant in this case?
No.
No? Either way, you're just here to tell the truth, correct?
Correct.
And
briefly.
Judge, Your Honor, I get a pen.
What's that? Okay. New pen for juror number 5, please. We're going to have to rewrite the budget for pens and paper. Overruled.
Let me ask you, if Dr. Counsel had referring to if he had shown up with a broken finger, broken back, broken other body parts. Let me ask you, if plaintiff had shown up with physical injuries.
Objection, Your Honor, this exceeds the scope of my.
Overruled.
If plaintiff had shown up with scarring and bruises or broken back, even if she came for a psychological evaluation, would you have noted it?
If she reported it, yeah.
If she reported
And
it.
everything in the report, all the factual assertions, for example, at page 2 of those 2 exhibits, those are what plaintiff told you, and you do not know whether in fact she was telling the truth, correct?
Objection calls for speculation.
Overruled.
I did not receive any depositions or other supporting documents to counter what she was reporting.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. should separate that. First of all, everything that we've been talking about on page 2, that's just what plaintiff told you, right?
Correct.
And you don't know if that's true, right? You don't. I'm sorry. You don't know if what she told you is true.
Right. I don't know.
Okay.
I wasn't
That's
there.
all the questions I had.
All right. Any questions from the jury? If a physical injury is not reported to you, is there any reason you would still take a note of it?
Do I just answer yes or no, or explain?
You can explain.
From what I recall, when individuals were referred for treatment, they were asked to fill out paperwork. On that paperwork, they were asked to document if they had physical injuries or physical pain symptoms.
There's a paper that asks you, do you have any physical injuries from whatever, because you filing a workers' comp. So if she did not list any physical injuries and the doctor did not witness any physical injuries, it's not going to be listed and she's not going to be referred to a medical professional for that.
In those situations, I would review it and include those in the report.
So, so the court's going to ask you some follow-up. So when the patient is coming in, they provide their responses to questions relating to their history and physical, correct?
Correct.
And so they would note any physical symptoms, whether or not they related to the reason for their visit.
Correct.
All right. And that's all part of the form?
Yes.
Correct.
They have to say all of that shit before they get in there. It has to be on the form. Like what? And usually if they have a fucking injury, that's what they talking about when they get in there. That they have an injury and now they have blase blah because of this injury that was caused during whatever work accident happened.
Was it your practice that if the psychological trauma was caused by a physical injury, that you would note that on your chart?
Yes.
Do you recall actually seeing any marks on plaintiff's nose or cheek?
I do not recall.
All right.
I think those are the jury's questions. Good questions, jury.
Any follow-ups from counsel regarding those questions?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
You earlier testified about the attorney filling out this form, and it's the attorney who actually puts on what the patient is coming to see you for, correct?
Objection taken to what form?
The form we just spoke about.
Overall.
Correct.
Do you have the form?
I do not.
Where is the form?
With the Psychological Corporation.
Right. So we really don't know what the form says at all, correct?
I do not.
So when the court asked you this question, you're not sure what relates to this case as a general response to the form as to any of the patients, correct?
Like I said, I cannot recall.
And the question about, well, straight back. I just want to ask you, the form that you're talking about that's filled out by the attorney,
The claim form is filled out by the
the
attorney.
claim form, this form that is at issue now, would an attorney ever put physical injury so that you...
That's not the form she's talking about. That's a whole different form. When you go to the doctor, they give you forms to fill out. Her attorney filed a claim for her to go to this doctor. So once she got to the doctor, she had forms to fill out. Those forms should have said to her, do you have any kind of medical injuries that affected you or that you feel that you have been affected by or is continuously affecting you that you have experienced during any kind of work accident or work incident or something like that. That's what the forms are asking. So she would have had to fill out whether or not she had some kind of injury, and if this injury was causing her some kind of psychological issues or physical issues, both.
Would then treat the patient for physical injury, or every time you get the form, it's really psychological?
Objection.
I withdraw the question. I have no further questions.
All right, anyone from the defense?
Yes, Your Honor, just one. One of the questions, I believe you answered that if a claimant comes in and a report of physical injury, that's included in whatever documents that the company generates. And you noted in your psychological report, is that correct?
Yes.
And so can we conclude from the fact that there is no reference to scars or other physical injury in your preliminary report that when plaintiff or her counsel at the time, first made a workers' compensation?
When she first claimed workers' comp, she did not mention any injuries, not to her face or to her body. And nor did this woman see any injury to her face.
Claim, they did not report any physical injury.
Objection calls for speculation.
Overruled.
Thank you.
Well, it's
that's an honest
answer.
answer.
If they had claimed a physical injury, that would have been reported to you.
That would have been reported
in your preliminary report, correct?
Objection calls for speculation.
Overruled.
Idiots, y'all don't know how the doctor system works?
I would have noted it.
Okay.
He over there overruling stuff because he know better.
Briefly.
Yeah, briefly. Thank you very much, Governor. There was a question the court asked you. If Imani Ellis came in 2 months after, so you saw her 2 months after, and you saw a 2-centimeter scar on her face, well, how do you know today if you really saw it or you didn't see it? Isn't it true that you don't know? It might have been there and it might have not been there. Is that fair?
Objection, argument of speculation.
She said she looked this lady in the face for at least about an hour to an hour and a half. You think she didn't see a scar on her face? A fresh cut? Y'all saying she cut her face. And that the scar was so bad and damaging that she had to go seek some extra medical people to look at her face. Like, come on now.
All right, can this witness be released?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, folks, why don't we take a break until 3:15?
All right, what's next? Didn't we see this whole thing? I think we did. Real quick.
Stability.
They get these commercials out my face. Let me see. Questions of T asking her. I think we already heard this part.
Good afternoon, Miss Ellis. Your lawyer showed you photos of the building that you were working on at as a security guard in February 2018. At the time, when you saw Cardi B, that she was going to a medical appointment, correct?
Yeah.
I didn't know where she was going, but she was at the building.
And you understood that she was going to a medical appointment, right?
She was going to an appointment, yes.
And it was a medical building, right?
Yes.
Your deposition was taken, and you said that you testified under oath in your deposition. Let me ask, do you remember your deposition was taken in this action?
Yes.
You remember taking an oath at the deposition to tell the truth?
Yes.
And that under the same penalties of perjury that apply in this courtroom, for example, correct?
Yes.
And you testified that
Did we
you
hear this
understood
part?
when you saw Cardi B that she was going to a medical appointment.
I don't remember him grilling her like this.
Now, after this incident, you talked to your supervisor at Allied, right?
Yes.
And she told you to submit a incident report, correct?
Yes.
And you emailed an incident
Yeah, I
report
think so.
to your supervisor.
Or maybe
2
not.
days later,
Wait.
right?
I don't know about 2 days, but I sent it to her, yes.
2 days later.
And it was by email.
I'm not sure how she received it.
Your Honor, if we may, I'd like to show the witness the incident report that she did not produce in discovery.
To refresh your recollection.
I would object to that based on authenticity. It's not her document.
I think we've been refreshing your recollection. It's over with.
Let's see. I can't remember. They talking too damn much. She just lying. Hurry up and get y'all shit together.
And that's your email address, right?
Okay, yeah. I think this is the part
And it's
that they was
addressed
talking
to
about the
your
email.
supervisor, Japhet,
Yes.
and it's dated February 24, 2018.
Yeah, that was the second half of that video. Okay. What do it, Cardi? You gotta say, I guess.
With the right partner to help make your
Wait.
data AI ready,
Is
you can
this the
uncover
long one?
insights for better product.
Just a couple of minutes.
Good morning. Thank you for coming back today. Good morning, Ms. Cardi B.
Good morning.
So, when we were discussing yesterday at the end, we were talking about.
No, you can't fill out a incident report online. What you talking about? What form? Them doctor's forms? Yeah, you could do that. But they was talking about her emailing a damn incident report. You supposed to do an incident report on spot. You're supposed to actually write out an incident report, and I believe it's supposed to be in black or blue ink. Like, depending on whatever your company say, because I think ours was black or blue ink. But some people you can only use black ink. Like they strict on you have to fill out a incident report, especially like you a whole security guard at a medical facility. She filled out the incident report 2 days later by email. And she got fired.
Issue where you testified that Miss Ellis was recording you with her cell phone. You remember that?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know what type of cell phone she was using at the time?
And it don't even matter because she still kept changing her fucking story after even writing the incident report.
I'm not quite sure. I just remember it was square.
What color was the cell phone?
It had a case. It definitely had a case. But I'm not sure.
Do you know if the type of phone that she was using when she was recording you, would a light go on, or would some kind of noise?
It didn't have a light. It didn't have a light.
Right. So, if the cell phone was facing Miss Ellis, I'm assuming it was. Well, let me ask you that. Was the cell phone that you're talking about, was it facing you or was it facing Miss Ellis?
The camera was facing me. When I got off the elevator, her phone was here.
Okay.
Then when I was walking and she
Okay. And she did say that in her little first report, when she filled out with the police, the other lady, that she told them that she had her phone to her face. But she tried to say she didn't have her phone to her face later. She had headphones in.
was behind me, and then she said, "Oh my God, y'all, Cardi B, Cardi B." I was back, and the camera.
Come on, Cardi B. She's stupid.
Camera was like right there, like practically on her chest type stuff. I'm like, "Yo, why are you recording me?"
Okay. And you've seen, like, you know, police officers where they have a camera on the front of them. Have you ever seen that, where a police officer will have that?
I never seen that, but that was her phone, not a camera.
I understand, but I'm saying, have you ever seen a security officer, a police officer have a special camera on their chest which records what occurs in front of them?
Relatives here.
Right, because she know the difference between a fucking body cam and a cell phone. The fuck?
I'm not saying she was recording you. I am asking you this question. If she was recording you, why does it
Yeah, of course he's not saying that.
matter?
Because she's a security guard, and I'm going.
What do you mean if she recording her, why does that matter? She's going to the gynecologist. She is a security guard in a medical facility. That is unprofessional. Period. No matter which doctor she was going in there to see, that is unprofessional. She could have been going in there to even visit somebody. That is unprofessional.
To a doctor's office, it definitely mattered.
You were causing a disturbance. Maybe
I
she
wasn't
wanted to
causing
record
a
you.
disturbance.
Come on.
And why is he arguing with her? Hold on.
Question. If she was recording you, why does it matter?
Because she's a security guard, and I'm going to a doctor's office, it definitely mattered.
You were causing a disturbance. Maybe
I
she
wasn't
wanted to
causing
record
a
you.
disturbance.
Come on.
Because why is he arguing with her? Is that a question? Lawyer? Why are you arguing with her?
Let's not talk over each other, number one. Wait for him to finish asking the question before you...
No, it wasn't you. He was talking over you. And that wasn't a question that he asked just now.
Does it matter?
Because she's a security guard, and I'm going to a doctor's office, it definitely mattered.
You were causing a disturbance. Maybe
She wasn't finished answering her question. And then he just said you was causing a disturbance. Maybe you should have something. He out of line.
Causing a disturbance.
Come on. Let's not talk over each other, number one. Wait for him to finish asking the question before you answer.
Do you own the building of 8920 Wilshire Boulevard?
No, I was walking to a doctor's office.
Do you agree that you were a guest in that building? You were
Yes.
a visitor, correct?
And she is a security guard, correct?
Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. When a security officer tells you to leave, are you supposed to leave? Objection. Yes or no?
The security guard has no right to tell you to leave because she don't want you there no more. And she started an issue. So now we're gonna have a problem.
Saying it's asked and answered, we covered this yesterday.
You were causing a disturbance in the building.
Now she was causing a disturbance. She was going to an appointment. Your security guard decided to call out how she was a celebrity. That was the disturbance.
Started the disturbance.
Did you also...
Ma'am, if you have an objection, please wait.
Oh, sorry.
I'm fine.
Okay. What's wrong?
Do you remember yesterday you said that there was a verbal altercation between the two of you? Do you remember that?
Yes.
Okay. And an altercation is a fight, isn't it? It's a verbal fight. You had a verbal fight with her.
You said the lawyer trying to get her mad. Yeah, he trying to get her mad, but that's not going to help him win her case. His client looked a whole plumb fool up there lying like that.
Asked and answered. Yes or no?
Yes.
You used the F word during that fight, didn't you?
Yes.
What other words did you use? Tell us in your own words what you said.
I said, bitch, get the fuck out my face. Why you in my face? Why you in my face?
Wait, hold on. I said, bitch, get the fuck out my face.
An altercation is a fight, isn't it? It's a verbal fight. You had a verbal fight with her.
Asked and answered.
Yes or no?
Yes.
You used the F word during that fight, didn't you?
Yes.
What other words did you use? Tell us in your own words what you said.
I said, bitch, get the fuck out my face. Why are you in my face? Why are you
Did he think she wasn't gonna say it?
recording me? Ain't you supposed to be security?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Huh?
Say it again. Say it, Your Honor.
You want me to say?
She said, bitch, get the fuck out her face. Why is you recording me? Ain't you supposed to be security? That's what the fuck she said. She said what she said.
I want you to tell it to her face what you said on that day so she can hear it for herself.
The affection is sustained.
And, Your Honor, do we have civility in the
Look at her face.
Why don't we just take the temperature
I'm
down?
dead.
If you have factual questions to ask her, please do so. It's not the time to argue with her.
Yeah, because you making her forget she in court. She said, I said, bitch, get the fuck out of my face. And I say it again.
When you got off the elevator to this security guard who's no longer a security guard at this time.
Objection to argumentative and also covered yesterday.
It's been covered several times, so it's asked and answered. It's objection sustained.
He don't like her.
What did you tell Imani Ellis yesterday?
You need one.
What were you holding in your hand at the time when you got off the elevator?
Objection. Oh, excuse me, argument.
Overruled.
Doesn't matter.
Nothing, correct? You weren't holding anything, were you?
No.
You
Just trying to remember.
Free to do whatever you wanted to do, correct? Yes or no?
Okay, your point.
Objection, relevance.
Right.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. And if you wanted to scratch or cut her face with your right hand or your left hand, if you wanted to do it, you could have done it, correct? So
But
you're
I
not
didn't.
disabled.
But
right?
I didn't because I had a baby inside me.
How did she know?
Time out.
Cardi, that is not a defense. That is not a defense. Seen plenty of pregnant women slap a bitch and get slapped.
Slow down the pace just a little bit before the opportunity to go.
Yeah, relax. That wasn't a defense, boo.
For the court reporter, what was the objection?
Argumentative, relevance.
Overruled.
And again, I would ask that counsel lower his voice. This isn't.
So, Your Honor.
That question was not argumentative. It's him trying to get to a point where he's saying that she just did anything with her hands. But if she had something in her hand, bitch could have got hit with something too. She lucky she didn't get hit with something.
I was told yesterday that my voice was too low by others, so that's why it's a little bit higher today, so that everybody can hear what I can say, as well as the witness.
I think there's a difference between volume and tone. I think the volume is fine, the tone is a little bit argumentative.
Thank you very much, Your Honor. I apologize.
The tone is very much argumentative, and he needs to stop interrupting her when she's still answering the question too. And she gonna have to stop interrupting him because he pissing her off now.
I will try to do my best to tone it down. So again, I will ask you to tell us and admit to this fact that you are not disabled, correct?
I'm not what?
Are you disabled?
At that moment, no.
No. Are you disabled? Are you disabled? Yes or no?
At that moment, when you're pregnant, I'm very disabled. You want me to tell you the things I can't do?
Fine. What was your disability on February 24th of 2018? What was your disability?
I was pregnant.
pregnant.
I couldn't protect myself, even if I wanted to. She's like twice my size.
No problem. Let me ask you.
That was also mentioned too, that the lady is bigger than her.
How many months pregnant were
You
you?
need to wait for the answer.
Okay.
Meanwhile, the lady's saying that she got beat up in her head, all around her face, and in her body. How Cardi became a giant? Because how you getting beat all in your head and all around your face and in your head? She's smaller than you.
You done, man?
How many months pregnant were you?
Did you fight her on your knees?
Around 13 to 12 weeks.
Months? 4 months? 3 months? 3 to 4 months. Fair enough? Did you have a bulging belly?
No, I didn't.
Did Miss Imani Ellis know that you were pregnant?
Objection calls for speculation.
Do you
Right, how would she know if she knew she was pregnant?
Do you know if Imani Ellis knew that you were pregnant when you walked out of that elevator?
No, I didn't know. But
how would she know?
But she knows that I'm a patient. When you're a patient,
Exactly. Exactly. Go ahead, Cardi.
to go see a medical anything, you shouldn't even try to fight nobody. You don't know what disability they have.
Okay. Now let me ask you this question. When you say you were disabled, were you disabled in your upper extremity, your arms? Were your arms disabled? The reason I'm asking is I want to make it very clear for everybody.
We know the reason why you're asking. You keep trying to make it clear that her hands were free to do whatever. We know that. She said she wasn't holding nothing.
That your arms can go up and down, and they could go up and down now, and they could go up and down on that day as well. You agree to this?
Objection, argumentative, asked and answered in a different way, and I guess that's fine.
Good, because yes, it was asked and answered in a different form.
I'll let you can answer this once. Please don't ask it again.
If my arms were disabled, no, my arms weren't disabled. No.
Can you raise your arms up?
Objection, Your Honor.
Can you? You don't have to do it physically. I'm saying, are you able to do it?
Yes.
And on that day, you were able to do it as well, correct?
If I wanted
He just said stop asking that question.
to, yes.
Okay. That's all I'm asking. Aside from your disability of being 3 to 4 months pregnant, did you have any other disabilities?
No. No.
Do you have a disabled placard? Are you legally disabled in any way?
OMG.
And the hoodie that you had on, was it, what color was it? Was it black, white, yellow, purple, pink?
I really don't remember. I really don't remember.
And was the hoodie over your head or
Yes.
no? You wore it for what reason over your head? To protect your identity?
Why? What's the problem with wearing a hoodie? Is she a hoodlum because she had a hoodie on? Going to her gynecologist to make sure that her baby and her coochie is okay? A lot of women wear hoodies to the gynecologist. They don't want to see people to see them walking in there.
It could be very. I don't really want people to recognize me. My hair
Exactly.
not done, my makeup not done. I probably just woke up. A lot of reasons.
And when you went there in the afternoon at
Right, it's a lot of reasons you could be going to the gynecologist too, so you don't want to be seen walking up in there.
1:30 p.m. Had you just woken up at that moment? Well, shortly before 1:30 p.m. on a Saturday?
Objection, relevance.
Assisting.
When you went to the building at 1:30 p.m., were you fasting or you had eaten something before you went to see the doctor?
Assisting.
Speaking of, I need to order me something to eat. What should I eat?
Now, when you saw Miss Imani Ellis and you got out of the elevator, not asking who did what, I'm asking was there any contact between you and her of any kind? What that means is fingers to fingers, shoes to shoes, knees to knees, any contact between you and Imani Ellis of any kind. Was there? Yes or no?
No.
So she didn't touch you, correct?
No.
So if somebody
I mean, you put your finger on her face, Cardi.
comes here and testifies that she did do something to you physically, you disagree with that testimony, or you will, correct?
She didn't touch me.
Okay.
She didn't get to touch me. No. She was going to touch me, but she didn't get to touch
When
me.
you say she was going to touch you, how do you know that? You
Because
assume?
we were chest to chest at one point.
So then your chest did touch, right?
Yeah. Y'all was in each other's faces.
I'll say that, but you did say when I got off the elevator.
Okay.
We.
Oh, okay. All right, Cardi. All right. Okay. All right.
We walked a little bit.
He did
That's
say
when
that.
We got chest to chest. When we got off the elevator, we didn't do no contact.
I understand. So here's how we're
Okay.
going to do this. The date of the incident is February 24th
She said you want to play with words, bitch. I can play with words too.
of 2018. You agree?
Yes.
Now I'm going to talk to you about the whole day. Not just the minute you got off the elevator. When I say the whole day, from the moment you got off the elevator, you saw Amani Ellis, you had your fight with her, whether it was verbal or not. At some point, she went away or you went away.
Mm-hmm.
So during that segment of time of your life, which was how many minutes in your opinion? 5 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute?
It was probably like a minute 45. It was so quick.
Perfect.
It was really quick.
Perfect. So from during the 1 minute and 45 seconds.
No. I didn't say 1 minute 45
we
seconds.
haven't had a question yet. Please phrase one that's intelligible.
During the few minutes or 1 minute or whatever minutes it was that you were with Amani Ellis, during that period of time of your life and her life, during that segment,
ignite the airways
with Fireball.
I'm not. Oops. I didn't mean to do that.
Embarrassing.
I'm not getting no damn Wendy's.
in 45 seconds.
No. I didn't say 1 minute 45
we
seconds.
haven't had a question yet. Please phrase one that's intelligible.
During the few minutes or 1 minute or whatever minutes it was that you were with Amani Ellis, during that period of time of your life and her life, during that segment, just told us now, during that time period, at some point, you were chest to chest. You agree?
Yes.
There was physical contact between her chest and your chest, correct?
Yes.
Now, when you had the chest-to-chest contact, at that moment, were you angry?
I was mostly nervous.
Were you angry?
Yes, I was angry.
How angry were you?
Depends on the level of angry, to be honest with you.
Let's talk about the levels. I'm going to go from a scale of 1 to 10. On the scale of 1 to 10, what was the level of your anger when you were chest to chest with this person?
Objection.
On the date of the incident.
Sorry. Objection taken. Ambiguous.
You were at a high level of anger when you were chest to chest with her, correct?
Objection. Argumentative.
I don't think I was like on a high level of angry. I was more on a high level of concern. Very concerned.
And why were you concerned?
Because I'm pregnant and this girl's about to fucking beat my ass. Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
I'm here. So, when she was going to beat you, like you just testified, what did she do to have you believe that she was going to beat you? What did she do?
She was on my face, chest to chest, and while we arguing, she's backing me. So we practically arguing, and I'm backing, and she's like walking forward.
Right. And she's, you said she's bigger than you, is that correct?
Absolutely.
How do you know that?
She know that because she was chest to chest with the lady. Her chest was probably a lot shorter.
I mean, look.
I'm looking. I don't agree with that. What is your basis? Are you saying she's physically bigger? She's taller?
I mean, you have her medical records,
I don't
right?
have anything.
Now you calling you just calling her big and you calling her big and tall or big and fat? He trying to get you to say, is she fat? He trying to get you to call her fat.
Asking you the question.
But she's saying she's bigger than her, like not.
I mean, I was 130
that she
pounds
fat.
at that time.
Now she's saying she's fat.
Overweight, right?
I knew it. He's trying to get her to say she fat.
Your opinion.
Objection, relevant.
She's a little.
You don't need to answer me.
She not fat. We just saw the lady. She not fat.
Did you make fun of her that she was over?
I mean, but I be saying people not fat, and people be telling me that I'm just being nice, and I just be like, no, they not fat. That's not fat. Like, that's not fat.
Overweight when you were there in the hallway?
I seen some big people.
I don't think so.
Did you call her fat?
No, I was calling her a bitch.
Bitch?
Yes.
Do you think that's respectful to call a security guard a bitch?
Objection.
I mean, is it respectful for a security guard to be calling out a celebrity going to a gynecologist and taking film and calling their cousin to tell them that they see celebrity?
Is that how you talk to everybody?
Objection.
Assisting.
Now, you said you felt, I don't know the words. Let's go back to it. Did you feel scared, threatened, afraid at the moment your chest was touching?
Absolutely.
You were scared?
Absolutely.
And you had your cell phone on you, right?
I did, but she's in my face.
That's fine.
Just focus on the question and just answer.
Did you use your cell phone to call Karan Newton, your security guard, who was downstairs, or the police?
Objection.
Did you call anybody?
She is security. This lady is security for the establishment. Why am I calling my security guard to come upstairs? Cardi B is probably saying I'm about to have you fired. That's what she's saying.
For help. Overruled.
When I got inside the doctor's office and I said like on the little bed thing, I told him, yo, you wouldn't even believe what just happened. Meet me downstairs when I leave. I'm gonna call you when I leave.
If
like in the medical establishment, and if somebody random was coming at me, I would be calling for security, because y'all should have security, right? But it's the security standing in her face. It gotta make sense somewhere. She was not doing her job.
You were really scared and really afraid. Mm-hmm. Isn't it true that you could have called your security guards to come upstairs and help you? Or you could have called the police. That was a possibility because you had your phone in your hand, correct?
Objection. Compound mischaracterizes the testimony.
And how long does it take the police to come? You want her to call the police on this supposed security guard of this establishment that's supposed to be protecting me, but she in my face. And then how long is it going to take my security to come? I'm supposed to step back and say, hold on, let me call my security. Hey, they not here. If they not here, then I'm on my own. And apparently I'm on my own because I can't even call for the medical security because this is the security for this establishment.
You had your phone in your pocket on the date of the incident?
Objection relevance.
Can we agree that you didn't call your security guard to help you after the incident?
Oh my God.
To help you. You did call him.
After the incident? I don't need help no more after the incident.
But you didn't call him to come upstairs.
I apologize. I thought it was mischaracterizes the testimony.
Over.
I didn't call him to help me. It was already done. It was done.
Done. Okay, now let's talk about the fingernails. Okay, fingernails.
Something new?
Well, I want to show a couple of things about the fingernails. So this side of the ruler, okay, is 2 centimeters. You need to bring it closer, or can you see it from there?
Objection, Your Honor. You went over this yesterday.
I'm sorry.
2 centimeters. You know the size of 2 centimeters? How big it is?
Hold on, let me go get my ruler, because they keep on with this fucking... Hold on.
That's an answer,
I have like an understanding of how it would be. Yeah.
2 centimeters. It's a little bit less than an inch. Okay? Now, Miss Imani Ellis had a scar to her face of...
This is the only one I could find. Now let's see, because he keeps saying that she had, let me see. Three inches of a nail. This is a meter. This is 3 meters. 3 meters of a nail. She had 3 inches on her finger.
2 centimeters long, and she received plastic surgery for that.
The injury was only 2 centimeters, they saying.
And my question to you is, did you at any time see a scar on Miss Imani Ellis's face, or a cut, or a scrape, at any time during the time of the incident?
No, and she couldn't get a scratch from me because
Let me see. Let me show y'all again. Cause I got the damn one that you measure like your wall and shit with, but this is 2 centimeters. This is 2 centimeters. That's how long they saying that the cut on her face was, right? But she's also saying that she had, this is only 3 meters, that she had 3 inches. You see my finger? Nails.
Didn't touch her.
I understand that's what you're saying. I get it.
How did you measure that? Like, how was she able to measure that she had 3 inches of nails on her finger? And y'all talking about she had a 2 centimeter cut. Show y'all again. A 2 centimeter cut. And not a scratch. They keep saying she had a cut in her cheek. This big, right? You see that? This big. This my cheek. And my doctor don't see that? My doctor ain't see that? I'm holding it there for a reason. My doctor don't see that? On my face? While I'm filing for workers' comp? And telling her how this girl tormented me? Not a scratch either. So a cut. They're saying she had a cut. The damn girl said on the witness stand, yeah, it broke the skin. Bitch, that's a scratch. And barely one if the doctor did not even see the scratch on your face.
Did you look at Miss Imani Ellis's left cheek at any time during the incident? Did you specifically look for that because you thought there might be a scar on her face? Or did you not look?
Object. Compound and relevant.
Did you look at Miss...
And they keep saying scar. She didn't say, she literally said there was no bleeding. She didn't have to use a Band-Aid.
Imani Ellis's...
But she had to go see a cosmetic doctor to get it fixed because it scarred?
Face.
What the fuck ever.
Arguing with her at the time of the incident.
I was looking at her face, but I wasn't looking like she got a pimple on her face. She got a, no, I wasn't looking at her details or anything.
So if she had a scar on her face or cut, you wouldn't
Prior.
be able to know because you weren't focusing on it, right?
Objection calls for expert testimony relevance.
Assisting.
Is he asking her if she would have had, if she witnessed her having a scar on her face prior to her slapping her? Is that what he's saying?
So she's a fact witness. She didn't see a scar. 121.
That's right. You testified yesterday that when you go to get your nails done, you tell your nail person to be careful not to make your nails too sharp. Do you remember saying that?
Yes.
Do you
I do
tell
that.
them that every time you go to get?
Hell yeah, cause we be scratching ourselves the fuck up. Hell yeah, make it square but not too square, like a round square. Like don't make them all pointy. Don't make my cat nails too sharp, cause like yeah, we scratching ourselves up. Yes, we telling them that every time.
Your nails done? Objection.
And she got kids and she got a baby. Like yeah, we telling them that every time.
Did you tell your nail person that before you had your nails done, just before this incident?
I didn't have to because
And if they too sharp, we following them down ourselves.
of the shape. So the shape that I had that week, it wasn't like a shape that is like harming. It was like a square coffin shape. So it didn't have like no points or like sharp edges and stuff like that. I mean, there's pictures of me of that week everywhere. So
Do you have a picture now with you?
Probably.
Do your attorneys have it?
One of them could pull one up.
Yes.
The nails that you have on now, are they sharp and pointy?
I don't consider them that.
No, that's
You consider
almond.
them pointy.
Let me see.
The nails that you have.
I think she
You have
got
a picture
almond shaped
now
nails
with
on
you?
right now. But to him, he would probably, yeah, no, she got squarish almond, like she said, squarish almond. But to him, he would think that's pointy.
Attorneys have it?
That's a whole man.
You consider them pointy.
No.
Can those nails that you have on now, can they become sharp to the point where they could cut somebody if you were to scratch them?
Assisting.
How they just gonna become sharp? How they just gonna become sharp? Magically?
Did you see any skin or any blood underneath your fingernail after the incident? Any of your fingernails?
What? Why would she tell you yes? even if she did, why would she tell you yes? When she's trying to prove that she did not touch this woman.
There was no physical incident for me to even see nothing like that.
That's not what I'm asking. I'm saying if you saw anything.
No.
Okay. Did any of your fingernails break after the incident?
No.
All 10 of them were in perfect condition?
Yes.
When you went to see the doctor, Dr. Finke, did he look at your fingernails? Did he go over that with you?
No.
Did you even bring it up to him?
No, I just told him.
She was there to see a gynecologist. This wasn't no general regular visit to the regular doctor, her physician. She was going to get her coochie checked. So why would he have looked at her fingers?
Like, it's like, this is your security? This is your security?
Besides your chest-to-chest touching, did anything else touch?
No.
Okay, and you're a firstborn child?
And?
To my mother, yes.
Okay, and you have other siblings?
And?
Other brothers and sisters, right?
Is that a yes, ma'am?
Relevance?
Is that a yes?
Yes. Sorry.
Okay, and as you testified yesterday that the baby in your stomach that was 4 months or 3 to 4 months old was your first child, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And you've had other children, correct?
After? Yes.
Your Honor, relevance?
Exactly. Thank you. You should have been said that. Why am I calling it before you do?
Okay. Now, back to the words. I asked you yesterday if you used the N-word, if you called Miss Imani Ellis the N-word. You said you did not, correct?
I didn't hear her therapist say that either. Where did the N-word come from?
No, I didn't.
But you've said that word before in your lifetime, correct?
Yeah, she does.
Objection, relevance?
And in
All
your
the
music,
time.
You actually say it many times, correct?
Objection, relevance?
In her speech, she says it many times.
First Amendment.
Do you know what the word ghetto means?
Objection, Your Honor?
She called her ghetto. That's not the same as calling her a nigger. And I doubt that's how she phrased it. But she probably did call the whole ghetto.
Did Miss Imani Ellis call?
Because that was ghetto behavior. You supposed to be a whole security guard.
Call you ghetto?
I don't remember.
She probably did call her ghetto.
If
She
someone
don't remember.
called you ghetto, would that make you angry?
Objection, relevance?
Overruled.
I mean, if the shoe fit.
Me?
Yeah.
If somebody calls me ghetto? It depends on how you're using it, but I don't
Right.
really feel offended if you call me ghetto.
Because she ain't no
Imani
move.
Ellis tell you that?
I mean, she's still ghetto, but she ain't from the ghetto. She ain't in the ghetto. She don't live that ghetto lifestyle. So it shouldn't really hurt her feelings.
Stupid.
Your Honor, relevance?
It's overruled.
I really don't remember. She did. She was cursing at me though.
What were the words that she used?
You're gonna get the fuck out my building. You're gonna get the fuck out my building. I can do whatever the fuck I want. And then it's like when I was telling her, like, it's like, why you recording me? She's like, it's my fucking phone. It's my phone. You're in my building. That's what she was telling me. And she was like, yeah. She also was saying, like, I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't give a fuck who you are.
And there you go. You see how Cardi is just remembering stuff as she's talking? Oh, and this happened too. That lady couldn't recall nothing for real that she said happened. That they said that she said happened.
Okay. And you remember her telling you that?
I remember that.
Those exact words?
Yes.
And did that make you angry?
Yes. Absolutely.
Okay. When you get angry, you black out and maybe not realize what happens next?
Your Honor,
Do you know if you blacked out on the date of the incident? At any time?
Blackout how? What do you mean blackout? She blacked out. So you think when women are arguing and they having a confrontation that they just don't know what they doing at that point in time, just blacked out? How was she black out? I mean, it's not like she was drunk or something. She was going to the gynecologist to get checked on a pregnancy.
All right. And when you were yelling back and forth, and you were speaking and yelling and screaming, you were, correct?
Excuse me?
You were yelling and screaming at each other,
Yes.
correct? When you were doing that, Did your spit come out of your mouth and
Oh,
go
Lord.
onto Imani Ellis?
Wait, no. She said she spit on her. She ain't say she was talking and she spit on her. Where he going with that question? That's not what she said. She said she straight spit on her.
I don't think so. No.
But it's possible, right? Because
No.
when you're speaking, sometimes you use many words, the spit comes out, correct?
So that's where you gonna go with this? Because did she actually spit on this bitch? Oh my God.
Objection?
You agree with this?
I'm sorry, what's the objection?
Well, relevance, sure.
Overruled.
You can answer.
Because the judge see what the relevance is.
I
see where he going with that.
I don't think it be happening. I don't know.
Cause they ain't gonna have no proof that she spit on her. And they gonna say, well, it's possible that she spit on her when they were talking during the confrontation. That's not what that lady said. That's not what that lady said. She said they was arguing, and then when staff started to come out, that Cardi B straight spit on her. That's what she said. Not that she was talking and some spit may have come out her mouth, so I feel like she spit on me at that point. No, that's not what she said. She said she spit on her.
Could it be that Miss Imani Ellis was not recording you with her phone? Is that a possibility?
Objection called for speculation.
Aside from what you've just told us now about the recording, is there anything else that you have? Any other testimony about how you know Miss Imani Ellis was recording you with her phone?
She told me, when I told her, why are you recording me? She said, oh, my bad. She practically apologized.
Did she apologize to you?
If you say, oh, my bad, when I'm telling you why you're recording me, to me, that means you're recording me. And it's right there, right now. It's on my face.
Well,
not on my face, literally on my face.
But in her face.
Detail that's possible, but she had it right here on her chest, like this.
And when Miss Imani Ellis told you to leave the building, you refused to leave, correct?
It's time to turn your
She had a doctor's appointment. She didn't expect to get off the elevator and have somebody fucking recording her. And then she got an attitude because Cardi was offended because she was being recorded. The problem is y'all want people to be all gentle and shit these days. Y'all want Cardi to turn around and say, oh my God, please don't record me. But that is not the type of bitch she is. She is the type of bitch to turn around and say, why the fuck is you recording me? I'm the type of bitch to turn around and probably be like, why the fuck are you recording me at the OBGYN? The fuck?
And at that point, you were trespassing, correct?
Objection, Your Honor.
Assisting.
Where did you go? Did you leave the building? Did you go to your doctor's office? Where did you go next?
To my doctor's office.
And where did Miss Imani Ellis go?
I don't know.
Did she see you walk into the doctor's office?
Objection called for speculation.
Assisting.
Did you see Miss Imani Ellis when you walked into your doctor's office?
Did I saw her?
Right.
We was arguing. The receptionist came out. She got in between us. They were like, kind of like, she was like trying to calm her down. The doctor was already coming out, and he was like, go to my office. So I'm like, after that, I just went to his office and I never seen her again.
Okay. And
because she had a whole appointment. It's not like she was there and she wasn't supposed to be there. The doctor was expecting to see her. And the lady sitting there trying to kick her out. Cause now you got an attitude because she just asked you why the fuck are you recording her at the fucking doctor's office? As a whole security guard, you're not just a random fan walking around. You didn't have an appointment here. You are supposed to be doing a job.
When this, how long after, from the moment you saw Mr. Manuels, how long after did the doctor think he come out of his office? Was it in the middle, towards the end? Can you give us an estimate of time?
Can you repeat that a little better?
Sure. So, just for argument's sake, I'm going to estimate the time was 2 minutes. I'm not saying it was. It could have been half a minute. Just for argument. So during the 2 minutes that you and her were outside in the hallway, screaming at each other, whatever you were doing, for those 2 minutes, how long after the 2 minutes, or sorry, how long from the beginning of the 2 minutes to the end did Dr. Finke come in? So he could have came in at 59 seconds, 119 seconds, 1 second. Do you understand my question?
But it wasn't 2 minutes, though.
Time out.
All right.
Go ahead.
It wasn't.
I'll withdraw the question.
All right.
All right. Let's do it again. How many seconds, I need to know this, how many seconds were you and Miss Imani Ellis in the hallway? Let's just pick a time. You pick it.
I'll say from like the beginning all the way to like walking down, it had to be like a minute or less.
Okay.
Like,
And you say walking down, you mean walking into Dr. Finke's office or leaving the building?
excuse me?
When you say walking down where?
Remember, I got off the elevator, so I'm walking, trying to find.
And the fact that this shit says hostile witness at the top, that lawyer was hostile.
The room, the office. So in between that, that was like the minute there. Like I feel, I like the verbal dispute.
I just don't be liking the way they be having women looking out here.
Connect with a financial.
He was being rude as fuck first. But she the hostile
20
witness.
seconds of that.
Okay. Fine. When did Dr. Finke come out of his office?
At the end.
When it was all done, correct?
Mm-hmm. Well, when Tiara was calming down, she was still like screaming and like trying to explain herself to Tiara. I just walked away.
All right. When you got off the elevator, was there anyone else in that hallway or in that vicinity?
No.
And how long did it take before Tiara came out?
How long did it take?
And that's Tiara Malcolm.
Yes.
What's your best estimate?
Like 40 seconds at most, or like 50 seconds, like around there. I don't know.
So you and Miss Imani Ellis were alone for approximately 40 to 50 seconds before anybody came out into the hallway.
So it wasn't even that long.
And in those 40 to 50 seconds, anything could have happened.
Objection.
Right? You could have scratched her face, you could have cut her face in those 40 seconds.
Oh my God.
I'm not going to engage in speculation. If you have fact questions to ask her, please do so.
When you had the fingernails on that day, what color were the fingernails? Do you remember?
They were like
Green?
No, they were like orangey.
And you said that there were some kind of flat, I don't know, stones on them?
Yes.
Were those flat stones on all 10 fingernails?
Most likely, yes.
Were the 10 fingernails all the same size and had the same exact stones on them?
Mm-hmm.
So if there was one stone,
Yes.
if there was one stone, it would be one stone times 10, or is one might have 3 stones, another one may have 1 stone. Do the stones change?
Objection. Vague, ambiguous, calls for speculation.
What do you call them? The things that you said yesterday. What did you call them that were on your fingernail?
Flat rhinestone.
Flat rhinestones.
Mm-hmm.
Were any of them sharp?
Not if they're flat, they're not sharp. If they're like 3D, like popping up, they sharp. But if they're flat, they're not sharp.
Okay. And do you ever wear the ones that are 3D?
Objection, relevance.
And if her nails was pristine after this, I can't see her hitting that lady in the face. Cause them stones pop right off. It don't matter how much you pay for them nails to be done. Them stones pop right off. And a lot of times these celebrities be having on what's those the press-on nails. They don't even be having on the secure nails for real, but she said that they was acrylic. Them stones gonna pop off.
Were you wearing the ones that were 3D on the date of the incident?
No.
At any time?
No.
And how do you know that those rhinestones that are 3D, how do you know they're sharp? Why did you just tell us that now?
What?